Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time. We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, accepting rod and lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus.
It was a thing for the longest time. I'm kind of going back to my roots right now, but it was a thing for the longest time that I did kind of a speech before I started my shows. I've been doing that again lately, and it's just something I want to get back to. So before we roll intro, let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is not letting a narcissistic person, not letting a habitual liar, a person project who they are upon you. I had a great conversation with someone in the chats from Switzerland. Forgive me, your name escapes me, sweetheart, but thank you so much. She was talking about BPD, NPD, how like BPD women are confused men, very confusing to men, and how narcissistic men, those with NPD, target BPDs because they're easy to manipulate for them. And through all that conversation, like I was admitting some of the wrongs. Oh, no, I was going over, because I've already admitted them. I was going over some of the things that I thought, I had been in the past when I was full of hyperbole, when I was emotionally unregulated, when I was going through the heat of the abusive situation, all the triangulation and all that. And I was asked by the borderline, the borderline of the situation to own up to some of my shit, which I did, and I'm fine with that. Some of the things that I was asked to own up to was being like narcissistic, and the God, I love you guys in the comments so much because the interaction that I have with you and the information that I get, the enlightenment that I get is just wonderful. Because she has said, I don't think you're being narcissistic. You were prioritizing ego. You were you were in a crazy situation and you were acting out, through CPTSD and acting out in those ways and defending yourself. Whether that's true or not, whether it's actually, whether I was indeed showing traits of the people or persons that was coming after me at the time, or I was just acting out from ego to defend myself. Like one of the things that I have figured out since I've calmed down, got my head over my heart, the King of Swords mentality. Which is, for those of you that don't know, the King of Swords is a person who prioritizes their head over their hearts. They don't, not that they don't have feelings, so that they're cold, but they can look at a situation without involving their feelings. They can look at the facts of the matter, be impartial, be as impartial as they can be. And so, as I've been trying to do that more, I have understood that I was projected upon a lot by liars, having been up close in recently in a situation, which Dragonstream EP4, I beat up a narcissist and ladies getting hit is not love. That's been taken down off public consumption. That's for members only. If you guys are interested in that, I think I said what I had to say and put it out there, and it's behind a paywall now. Having been through that, I understand now, like really clearly. When you have someone coming to you who's with a narcissist, who's triangulating, because I think borderlines are all under the cluster B personality disorder group. But when a borderline is with a narcissist and dealing with all those lies and the abuse and everything that's going on, and then they come to another person who's outside of it, but tied in through triangulation. They do project. They point the finger at you and they say, "Yeah, you're the narcissist. You're the narcissist." Well, and narcissists do that. You're the narcissist. You lie, you manipulate, you do this. I think the difference between having like a legit personality disorder and being a regular person, like a normal, neurotypical type person, is being able to distinguish when you are maybe being emotionally manipulative or maneuvering because of your own selfishness or ego or what you want. And when you're not, and a narcissist doesn't. Narcissists do not. Narcissists project everything upon you. Everything is your fault, right? I mean, from the moment, during a conversation, a narcissist is rewriting history. They are the victim. Someone sucker punched them, or someone did something, or just it's crazy to watch it up close. Other than dealing with it from afar, or seeing it in a video, or seeing it through text or audio or whatnot, or hearing stories. It's really to watch a person who's living in a lie, in a bubble of their own world, rewrite history as it's unfolding or shortly thereafter in order to facilitate that they are indeed a victim or whatever it is they need to create is astounding. It's astounding to see that mental disorder, that psychological just dissonance in someone who is acting that way. And those types of people are the ones who are going to point the finger at you. They're going to point the finger at facts, at reality, at the truth of a situation. And they're going to say, you're a liar. You're lying, or you're being manipulative. Like just by pointing out, yes, the sky is blue and the grass is green. If a narcissist or an habitual liar or a really toxic person wants to believe that the sky is green and the grass is blue, they're going to call you a manipulator. They're going to call you a liar for pointing out the facts of the matter. So we're going to go a positive, little bit of a positivity direction today. We're going to talk about knowing our worth. We're going to talk about what we should put up with, what we shouldn't put up with. Not allowing a toxic person, a manipulative person, a person with NPD or BPD, not allowing a person to distort the facts of who you are when you know who you are. Standing up for yourself and protecting your own sanity. That's what we're going into today, guys. My love to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the like button, share out the stream. Let's try and get more than 10 people up in the chat. That would be awesome. And hell, let's get this party started, because we do not kneel and we suffer. No fools.
You cannot pass!
Get out!
I am the servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun! Go back to the shadow. Shall not pass!
And I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land, packed tight in minivans. And all this for the fans, girls, money, and fame. I played their game and had to scream my name. I will show no shame. I live and die for this. And if I come off soft, fix you on this.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack for stroll, 30-pack of hoe. No Rogaine in the propane flow. The chosen one, I'm the living proof, with the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back, and I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times, and still they're ill and wanna see us ride. I guess because only God knows why. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. Yeah.
Fuck all y'all.
I like AC/DC and CZ Top. We'll see this beasties in the Kings of Rock. Skinner, Seeger,
Yeah, holy shit. I am author Stephen Walton, the fandom menace historian. Your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass. If you ain't learned, you're gonna get burnt. Be good to each other and suffer no fools. It is good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Hail the chat. In the chat, we got Papa Cotton. What's up, man? Because, yeah, King of Swords, bro. The King of Swords. King of Swords kept coming up in... Oh, my hair looks awful. King of Swords kept coming up in my readings that I was doing about, you know, everything. And I thought it was another person. I thought it was another cat. It's not another cat. It's me. It's me being in control of my shit, control of my fifis. I ain't got to take them to the shower. I ain't got to do none of that. I have control of my shit now. So... and honestly, if going through a situation like I did the other day and maintaining control of my emotions and, you know, not being flying out of rage, if that didn't say it, then I don't know what has. So King of Swords, man, King of Swords, 100%, your head over your heart, being in control of yourself. Thank you very much. What is up, Amy? Amy Stone's here. Gratitude to you too. Thank you so much for being here, sweetheart. We're going to do a little talking today, probably about an hour or so, not too long. We're going to talk about narcissistic and habitual liars and how they project upon you and how they point the finger and go, you're the narcissist, you're the problem, you're the person. I promise I'm going to get a better background without, and you're not, you know who you are. You know who you are. When you go through a cycle with a person who's an habitual liar, who does not live in the real world, who does not accept, facts of reality, and they're gonna point the finger at you, and they're gonna say, let's see if I can angle this up better. They're gonna say, they're gonna look at that. They're gonna call reality a liar. They're gonna call a person manipulative when you're trying to point out a fact of the matter. Like, that's just how it is. And you should not let people like that dictate your worth, dictate who you are. You know who you are. So hail to you and gratitude to you, sweetheart. What is up? Druid is in the chat. Hail, my Christian brother, man. God bless. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. Yeah, good. All my friends across the pond. Everybody over there that's away from the Americas. God bless you. You see what's going on with P. Diddy right now? Like, are you watching this unfold? That's just like a tip of the iceberg. And I know you guys deal with it too over there in Britannia. We are dealing with systems that have been in place that promote power, whether it's in the music industry, whether it is in Hollywood, films, TV, news, royalty, whatever the case may be. We are dealing with a system that has been doing, among other things, among controlling media, trafficking children. And so we're now seeing that begin to unfold. And thank God we're starting to see that unfold. But it's just tip of the iceberg, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think someone said in my chat the other day, like, who was, maybe it wasn't my chat, but I was having a conversation with someone about, like, Epstein, who was giving him the power, because he was caught in 2005. They knew what he was doing in 2005. And that he got away with it. And he was allowed to keep doing it. Why? Why was he allowed to keep doing it? Guys, go to the dark web. All right. I know it's a scary place, but that is where you're going to get information that's unregulated by the powers that be, that want to control the flow and control of information. And you'll see images there. Possibly you will. You're going to see images there of some of our world leaders doing things that are inexcusable. These narcissistic, toxic, psychopathic, just people at the top that are doing, among other things, stuff like P. Diddy's getting freaking accused of right now, or getting brought to court for right now, busted for. And it's that. I mean, and at the end all be all. See, I used to. Sorry to go off topic a little bit, but so what I did for years was entertainment commentary and called out, like, Disney Star Wars. Disney Lucasfilm for, giving us crap Star Wars. It wasn't Star Wars. It was ideologically driven garbage. Same thing with Star Trek and Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings. Most other properties that were appropriated for this purpose of sowing division and hate and reviving the flames of racism and division. And that was just a smokescreen. I mean, really, it was just a smokescreen to what is actually going on, the evils that are going on by these sick people at the top, the top 1%, the people that have control of our government. And even if the people that are in our governments are not engaged in doing these things, they are absolutely complacent as to the guy or the woman next to them who's engaging in these things. And it's awful. But it's the truth of the matter. Like, that's really what needs to be gone after and needs to be exposed. So when you see busts like what's going on with P. Diddy, just, imagine, like, that's a tip of the iceberg. That's just what's being thrown in our face. That's what's just being fed to us. That's what's just, being used as a smokescreen to what those psychopaths and those narcissists in our governments, I mean, they're in positions of power, banking, communications, that's what they're doing, and it's that's a whole other topic we can get into sometime. Papa Cop would love to get into that topic. Amy Stone said, I was told I have a dragon that comes out. Enough is enough. Listen, Amy, ain't nothing wrong with having a secondary. Right? Some of us got more than one, and it doesn't mean you're crazy. Just means your spirituality has been augmented. It's okay. Your spirit guides are there with you. It's a natural process, Amy. If you are Draconis, hail Draconis. Welcome to the clique. Oh, what's up? I was mentioning you. What's up, Trinity? Hey, first time in live chat. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the conversation that you had with me the other day about BPDs and NPDs. Your borderline sister and all the information that you imparted to me. That's actually kind of when you were talking to me about projection and about how please you said it. I know it's English is not your first language, so if you could put it in the chat with the characters aloud about the difference between being narcissistic and being protecting your ego, coming from a position of like your ego when you're under attack and you're going through PTSD or CPTSD, when you're like triangulating all that. If you could just be more, guys, I'll be honest with you. I may or may not be on mushrooms right now. So I'm a little. Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you. Amy says, howdy from Oklahoma. Howdy. Good Oklahoma. How you doing, Oklahoma? I'm PA. Good to see you. I'm Delco. Delaware County, Pennsylvania. It is good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. First time too. Awesome, Amy. Thank you. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. Let me put my ego down. All of the new subscribers that have come through and helped to help this channel to grow. I'm trying to get to 10K. All right, we're like less than 300 away from 10,000. Can my Dragonstorm community come together? Help me out. Put a link out on your social media, in whatever awareness groups you're in, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, just tell them, hey, come subscribe and hang out with Steve Walton. He's a pretty cool guy. I would greatly appreciate that. Come be a part of our Dragonstorm community, and let's grow this thing, man. Amy says, struggling today. Oh, you're struggling today with this. I get it. I struggled for a long time myself before I found myself. And even after I found myself, I still had to go through. It's still coming around. It comes knocking at your door looking for a fight. Sometimes you got to knock it out. It's ego, Stephen, ego. Struggling with, the constant, like missing somebody. Listen, Amy, just think about it like this, right? You missing or dealing with somebody that doesn't have your best interest at heart, who doesn't love you. I don't know if it's a family member or if it's a relationship. I'm sorry, I come from this from like a more relationship perspective, but someone who lies, someone who abuses you does not love you. All right. Just keep telling yourself that you're worth more. Amy, you're worth a hell of a lot more than what you have put up with and what you were put through. I hope it wasn't your parents. I hope it wasn't that. But you are worth more as a soul. All right. God loves you. Whatever God is to you, God, the goddess, the gods, the universe, source, that loves you. You're a part of that. And so just remember that every day, sweetheart. And I get it. Yeah, it's being trauma bonded. But I understand being trauma bonded. I bullshitted myself for a long time. All right. I understand. I really do. You know, going through it every day, being depressed, not knowing what your mood's going to be, can't hear if you hear a song on the radio or you think of a moment or something comes on TV and you're just, it reminds you of what you went through. And then you're thrown into depression for like hours to days. I understand that. I went through it. One day you're going to know your worth, Amy. One day you're not going to care anymore, whether it's in your life still or not, whether it comes back or however it does. You're going to get to a point where you understand who you are, and you're going to be able to control your emotions, and you're going to be able to compartmentalize all of these things that you have been through, and sort through them. And some of those things that you've gone through, you're going to be able to just put away and not pick up again, because you don't need to. You've already gone through them. Don't be the hermit in reverse. Don't be, you've been stuck in your head long enough, over and over again, thinking about this situation, thinking about this person. You've overanalyzed it so many times. There's no answers there. There's no combination that is going to open a magical lock that is going to change anyone. It's the power is within you. It's all you. It's all within you, sweetheart. Know your worth. Smile. Understand who you are. Believe in who you are. No one dictates your worth, and no one dictates who you are but you. You're going to get to a point where those emotions don't run you. They don't rule you. And that's going to be a beautiful time. And I'm not saying it's going to be over at that point, but you're going to be able to move forward. You're going to feel better about yourself. Understand the players involved a little better, at least as much as you need to, and do the things that you love to do. I get it, baby. I love you. I really do. And I hope you're going to get through this. That my love to you, sweetheart. Let's see. We got Papa Cotton says, when you choose shitty people, you can't blame them for being shitty to you. There are many things in life within your control. Absolutely. Yeah. You control who's in your sphere. You really do. See, Papa, this is where it comes down to knowing yourself, having strong boundaries, and like being in emotional control. Being emotionally controlled is so very important. And not prioritizing your wants over other people, over their decisions, and over what they do. So yeah, like I'm at that point. Papa, I'm at that point. Like I can't. We'll talk in private. We'll talk in private because you understand. But I am at that point, and I'm actually cool with it. Like with the players, you know, like I understand the players. I don't want the one player involved, but the other player I love. You know? There's a huge difference between natural pride and good dose of self-esteem and displaying narcissistic traits. Right. Thank you, honey. Thank you for saying that a lot better than that. I'm an author, by the way. I'm an international author. I may or may not rely heavily on editing software, but I have ideas. Yes. And that's what I think confused me a lot. Like, because there was a point, like when I was like the mirror of the narcissist phase, when I was going through that, definitely I was like taking on those traits or trying to mimic them or trying to recreate them. But in other times, no, not at all. I'm just being me. You know, I'm just being in control of who I am and doing and responding. Says, I'm a shit magnet too. I had to learn to reject people. Yeah, see, I know you got a soft, gooey core, Papa. Yeah. We're all, we're a lot alike. You have a lot more armor on top than I did. I'm a little better. I'm a little better now. Definitely a lot better than I used to be. Being able to say no. Yes, being able to say no, creating boundaries, not letting yourself get walked over, being in control of yourself. Like Papa Cotton was saying, being in control of yourself is the most important thing. When you let people come into your life who are, garbage people, who are shitty people, let's say shitty people, like he said, you can't, knock them for being shitty people. So it comes down to your choices. Do you let them in your life, or do you not want them in your life? Do you want to keep them out of your life? Do you want to, what benefits do they bring? Are those benefits worth dealing with the natural shit that's going to come with them, Hey, you know what? Sometimes, look, I Papa, you know me, bro. You know me. I love daddy issues. I love toxicity. I love sluts. And I'm working on that. All right. I am working. that's guys, come see the Sage and the Savage. That's more of a Sage and the Savage kind of conversation. I'm not trying to go there today. Reactive abuse is a control tactic used by perpetrators of abuse to shift blame away from themselves and onto the partners. Absolutely, man. Yeah, reacting. And that's like another reason why I like not reacting, but responding. And a response can be nothing. Response can be, I'm not choosing to interact, is so very important. People who live in cognitive dissonance, people like liars that live in that warped world, that's exactly what they want. They want you to react to their nonsense. They want to create a situation where you have to be involved in their nonsense and interact with it, because that's what keeps the nonsense alive. That's what gives like narcissistic people negative fuel. That's what gives them the supply that they're looking for, is your interaction. And it comes down to like personal choices. Who do you want to have in your life, and who do you not want to have in your life? I have like, there's narcissists in this group called Comicscape that's come after me forever. And I choose when to interact. And it's usually just to like throw a finger and be like, hey, look, that's narcissistic. And that's pretty much all I do. There's this one that had a hard on for me for a long time. I don't think he does anymore. What is it about narc dudes being gay? I don't understand. What is it with that gay? I don't know. But this wife beater, ego. This guy that was always coming after me, I suffocated him. I didn't respond to him. He sought out friends of mine to bring on live streams or go on their live streams or talk to them and communicate. And I cut my friends off too, because like, okay, you're not being friendly to me right now. I got to cut you off. I was able to do that in most aspects of my life, with the exception of the romantic interest or the one friendship that I have, the one friendship that I wanted to keep with a a woman with borderline personality disorder, as Treaty so recently just told me in one of our conversations, is drives men batshit. And you're absolutely right. But who you have in your life is, do you choose to have them in your life for what purpose? Do they bring value to the table? Is it worth having them there? Like Papa said earlier, a shitty person. Is it worth having the shitty person in your life? Do they, you got to decide that value for yourself. What you absolutely cannot do and cannot allow is allowing someone to dictate your worth, dictate who you are. You should have a strong enough sense of who you are to be able to cut people out, to be able to put up walls, to have strong boundaries, to say no. Like Papa was saying, very important, say no. These things are so very important. And if you have them, then you don't have to worry about being trauma bonded. You don't have to worry about being manipulated. Look, con artists and players and liars are going to come through your life anyway. A liar is going to lie to a lie. Habitual liars will like come through and lie to you about something stupid, and it may not even mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything, but it may not mean anything to you. And you may just take it for face value. And so you're always going to have to deal with toxic people. Always. All right. Some of them are very covert, very deceptive, and it's hard to tell who's who. But choosing who is in your inner circle, who is the closest to you, that's the most important thing. Myself, going through everything that I went through, learning all of the lessons that I have had to learn, all the introspection, all the enlightenment, the self-enlightenment that I have gone through. I've whittled my circle down to a couple people. Like Mr. Tickletrunk. I don't know if you're in the chat. I don't know if you're listening at work right now. Mr. Tickletrunk, just this morning, told me good luck looking overseas. And like I'm looking for a ladyboy. I'm not looking for a ladyboy, Mr. Trump. Please put that shit to rest. That is insane. All right? I'm a straight man. Thank you very much, Trina. Yup. Thank you. Yeah, Papa's a really cool cat, man. Just thank God for you, dude. Absolutely. Fatty's fucking rule. Absolutely. A hail trans fat. Absolutely, dude. Hail trans fat. Trini says, maybe you try to fight back a person with BPD or NPD by adopting narcissistic style, but that does not mean you are becoming a narcissist. God, I hope not. I did. Absolutely, I did. God, look at some of the videos I put out like in the last couple of months. And I was really, I was serious at the time too. But I'll tell you what, you could be a dick. I'm sure Papa, I'm gonna come back to you, Trini, for a second, but you can be a dick. You can have strong values and not be narcissistic and not adopt the traits of the person that you don't want in your life, or the person that you're just like, you're your bullshit. I don't need you in my life, and just let them go. I say, God, my ego's actually unchecked. I'm sorry, guys. You can. Let me go back to this. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. This is, yeah. You can absolutely be yourself without adopting the traits of a person, you know, retaliating in the same ways that like a narcissist or a borderline's coming at you. Absolutely, you can. Just be yourself, be authentic, be strong. You can be a dick without having to actually take on those things. You can be a dick in the way that you are enforcing your boundaries. Know your worth, y'all. Know your worth. Papa Cotton says, I didn't realize that relationships I had were any different from a normal relationship. Everyone's horror stories here just sounded like every girlfriend I've ever had. Dude, I'm telling you, we're in the same boat, man. We've been in the same boat. For me, Papa, it was going back and looking at my parents and looking at the way that I was brought up and understanding that I was trained to live. The love bomb evaluation was something my dad imparted into me, along with codependency, and then they abandoned it for my mom. And like, dude, I'm telling you, look at early childhood, figure that stuff out, and it will tell you. Because you only know the look. I'll be honest, the horror stories with her are the worst in my life. Those are the worst. But I've got some horror stories from baby mamas, and I've got some horror stories in between that. And what I came to understand was because I didn't heal myself. I didn't heal myself properly. So I kept looking for women who facilitated toxic or negative cycles in me. And so that's why I kept manifesting them. And then I found I found a borderline. And a borderline was just, that was the apex. That was the apex. Like, you know, but the most fun too. I don't understand it, Papa. Why are they so much fun? What is up, Nikki Red? Yo, hail sister. We suffer no fools, we do not kneel. No, we do not. Nikki, go back and check out the intro when you get a chance after the show. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the song. And guys, if you're catching this later, please leave a comment, question, anything you'd like to talk about in a future stream, or just like say hi in the comments. It really does help. It really does help with the algorithm. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, sorry. Ooh, pardon me. And the first was really wondering what everyone was bitching about. Like, I get Papa. I understand. I really do. He said, after everyone would account their abuse, I'd always be left thinking, yeah, but that's what happens. No, that's not what happens, Papa. What we have been through are not healthy relationships. Those are not healthy. They're fun at times. They're absolutely fun. The drugs, the sex, the midnights, you know, things, the outings, the cosplay, all that stuff is fun. But like the abuse and like being left and being like talked shit about and triangulated and emasculated or attempted emasculate, like, no, that's not That's not natural. That's not love. That's not a healthy relationship. All right. Like, yeah. Like what happened the other night, you know, with our friend, with our friend. I watched a woman. I'm only going to say this one. I'm only going to go into this once, but I watched a woman literally get grabbed by the throat, punched in the face several times, knocked on the ground. And then as that man was speeding away, she said, "I love you." That's not love. That's not healthy. I mean, that's an extreme. I think, oh God, I hope that's an extreme case, but you know what I mean, bro? There's better things out there. My energy is my currency, and I call it back. Hail, sister. Oh, I sense a daughter of the goddess out there. Good. Yes, call it back to you. I definitely call your energy back to you. I put a video up on February 14th on Valentine's Day. For that specifically, it's a spell that you can, a cord cutting spell that you can use. Got all the steps in there. Check it out. Please check it out. You know, it sucks because I know that any woman attracted to me is going to be a nightmare. I just might attract that type. You do, because that's what you've always accepted. That is the resonance that you're putting out. Again, just like you said earlier, no, saying no means a lot, right? Yes. And like I'm saying this from my, you know, we're kindred souls, brother. I'm the same way, and I had to change myself for different reasons. I'm sure between the two of us, but I had to change myself, start rewiring who I am. Remained abstinent. I've actually remained abstinent, which has helped, so that I can attract different types of women, you know, and that's what I'm looking, you know. Yeah. God, I'm trying to like not say that. I'm really trying to censor myself. My ego is unchecked today. I gotta do some meditation work. Maybe it's that of the mushrooms. I've got to do some meditation work. Amy says, "Get a dragon." Absolutely, get a dragon, baby. Where you at, Oklahoma? Where you been all my life? All right. He says, "No, I've just learned not to trust women that much. It sounds crappy, but whoo." You know, you were trying to throw that MGTOW stuff to me for the longest time. The guy that does entrepreneurism in cars. God, what is entrepreneurism in cars? That guy, I hope you know who I'm talking about. Throw a link for him out there, if you will, for the gentleman. Do you have a wrench? Do you have a wrench, Papa? Jesus Christ, you don't have a wrench. Hold on, brother. Let me change that. There we go. All right, you have a wrench now. Promote anything you want to promote then. Yes. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic for another conversation. But make somebody prove their worth to you. Make them prove who they are. Words don't mean shit. You make them prove themselves through actions. And you're right. Now, don't trust nobody when they come at you. You never know. Don't, you know. Make them prove themselves. What's up? Keep looking up. Yes, abstinence. You know, and actually going back on that, just in case somebody's watching, because somebody does lurk every now and again. I forgive you, but don't bring that shit to my house again. Thank you. Yes, abstinence. Yes, man. Channel member. Keep looking up. Hail. That does help. Your sexual energies are important. If you don't know how to regulate them, some people don't. We're all built different. But even if you're looking to have fun, even if you like to, you know, have fun, you know, if you're a swinging type of cat, just keep yourself clean, keep yourself regulated. Know that when you sleep with other people, you're exchanging sacred energies, and anybody that they've been with within a 6-week period you're going to adapt. You're going to be taking in some of their energies. So just understand that. Like, you know, if you're in an orgy, God help you. Self-care is very important. Yes, it is very important. I'm checking that ego. You can tell the difference, right? Can you hear the difference? It's my secondary. I'm trying. I'm keeping it. You know, there's a difference between Steve Walton and Lodonis. I'm doing my best today. Oh my Lord. You have those mushrooms. Yes, I do. And yes. 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 Oh, thank you so much, Lizzie Hale, sister. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. If you would, hit the like button, the dislike button, guys. If you're out there, share the stream out. We are almost at 10K. Dragonstorm's almost at 10,000. I can't believe this, and it's because of y'all, Lizzie. It's because of you, because of all you wonderful new subscribers like Amy. It's thank you so much. Can we get to 10K? Let's get the Dragonstorm community even higher. All right. Share this link out on your social media for my channel. Just, tell people to come hang out, judge for themselves. Come out, say hi. Yeah, listen, it's Papa. I have a strain of shrooms that are only available in the area I am in. There's 2 strains that go to this area, and I actually have one. I have the supply with one that's only available in this area. And I'm trying to just hit up our friend because she's a hustler. We need to hustle this shit. It's good to see you, sister. Good to see you. Let's see. Anybody else I'm missing? Yeah. Thank you, baby. Miami, Oklahoma. There's a Miami, Oklahoma. I didn't know there was a Miami, Oklahoma. Where are you from, Amy? Where are you from? Amy, you playing games? What are you doing out there? They are coming to me in D. In D? That may mean something different here. That might. What do you mean by D? All right, the D means something different here at Dragonstorm. Okay, let me know what's going on. Oh my God, I'm seeing colors. What is? I got a few other things to take care of, and then I'll be jumping on and on that health benefit. Absolutely, do it. Do what you have to do. Yep, that's right. Them actions speak. Oh my God. What the hell are you doing with this, Papa Cotton? Don't know if there's the right place for this, but Hammer. Oh. Is that the guy I was talking about? Entrepreneurs in Cars. It was that, something like that. I can't think of his name. Don't let people tell you who you are, okay? Do not let anyone, I don't care who they is. I don't give a shit. I've lost control of myself. Don't let, do you know a person's a bullshitter? Don't let them bullshit you and tell you who you are. All right? I have literally seen a bullshitter, a temper tantrum throwing, lying ass, woman beating, stupid dude. Just rewrite history right in front of my eyes. Right in front of me. Immediately. This can happen. Don't let people like that point the finger at you and say that you're something you're not. Don't let somebody like that point the finger at you and say you're a liar, okay? Listen, a fucking habitual liar is going to say that the grass is blue and the sky is green because that's the world they live in. That's who they are. That's the world they live in, but that's not the truth. And we know that's the truth. That's not the truth. So don't let somebody like that dictate your worth, dictate what your reality is, how you're acting. All right. If someone comes at you with nonsense and you reply with, and you respond, most often just don't respond. But that engagement, Trini was saying that earlier, that engagement is what they're looking for to keep the game going, to validate their dumb shit. Yeah. I think, I love you too, Amy. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to, man. Like, that's people who lie to themselves and use other people and play games, bring drama to your door, like unnecessary drama. I don't care if they're narcissists or not. Just toxic people. You know, cut them out. Cut them out. Shut them down. You choose what you have in your life. You choose the boundaries that you have. You choose to be. You are your environment. This is why I whittled down everything in everybody in my environment down to the smallest common denominator. What potential do you have in my life? What potential for growth? Who are you to me? Do you bring drama to my door? You know, you choose who you have in your life, and you are who you allow in your life and who you allow yourself to be. When you interact with toxic people, when you respond, especially if you emotionally respond, have control over your shit. You choose to emotionally respond, you're giving them what they want. What's going on? Why are you killing on Twitter? I'm not going to Twitter. I'm not going on Twitter and looking. I'm not doing that. Amy says, I cut all media besides Messenger and YouTube. Yeah, that's a healthy thing, Amy. I stopped going on Twitter or X. I stopped looking on Facebook. I stopped looking on Instagram and stuff like that. Like I just posted. God, excuse me, guys. Oh my God. I stopped posting. I mean, I posted, but I stopped looking on it. You know, actually, the most that I look on is TikTok. To be honest, I'm pretty, you know. But other than that, those influences, especially when you're going through trauma bonding and you're healing from those situations, they're going to depress you. It's you know, and look for the sources that bring you inspiration. You know, there's this one I can't get away from on Instagram. It's depressing affirmations or disappointing affirmations. They are my favorite. Oh my God. All right. I don't know if I could bring them up, but there was one that I saw today. Where is it? I know I have it. Here it goes. The reason things don't work out. There's a reason things don't work out, and the reason is you make terrible decisions. Yeah. You know, and that's the end all be all of it, right? Don't make terrible decisions. Yeah. I appreciate you. Well, thank you, honey. I greatly appreciate that. I think I'm going to shut this stream down soon because I am not right in the head at the moment. He says, I mean, no one likes anything. He says, no one likes anything, but I do like to have fun. Dude, you're a troll, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being the troll that you are, sir. And thank you for opening up. And also, thank you for opening up here earlier, which, like what you were saying about going through toxic relationships and how they, you know, like how you thought they were just normal and those things. Like, I really do. Thank you for opening up here, dude. It means a lot. It also means a lot to other dudes and women who come through and have like felt like they've attracted toxic relationships their entire lives. And sometimes the interaction between us and the things we talk about do help. Like, and that's basically what this channel is for. What is funny is my ex is an influencer. Dude. Honey, I've seen toxic ass narcissistic people make millions. Millions. I'm about as genuine as it gets. I'm genuine to a fault. I'm way too genuine sometimes. If they can do it, I can do it. You know? Crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut this one down, y'all, because the drones are getting to me. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Listen. Oh, God, hold on. Let me muster up a final message here. Hold on. So when you're dealing with people who are liars, who live in a warped worldview, does, people who want to abuse you, con artists, things like that. Like if we manage to get into your life, they manage to get into your heart. If they've do not let those types of people dictate your worth and dictate who you are. Don't let them do that. All right. You know who you are. You're the Queen of Swords. You're the King of Swords. You know who you are. Keep your emotions in check. Keep your fifis in check. Be observant. Look at the situation. Look at the actions involved. What are people doing? What are their actions? Those dictate exactly who a person is. Don't listen to the fucking words that come flapping out of their gums. Look at what they do. Do they hold true to who they are? And if a person's words and actions do not align, then a liar stands before you. Most especially, no matter who a person is, man, whether good, bad, but most especially narcissistic, borderlines, toxic people, whatever the hell they are. Toxic people. Do not let them dictate your worth. Your worth is dictated by you. By how much you understand yourself. How much do you love yourself? What do you put up with? What do you keep out of your life? What do you pull into your life? What do you manifest into your life? These things are you. Not what anybody else says, does. Only you. So know your worth, brothers and sisters. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. And suffer no fools.
Remember this day, man. For it will be yours for all time.
We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, excepting Rod and Lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus.
We are now in overtime. I just decided while I was playing that, fuck it. We're going into overtime. What's up? Keep looking up. Like all these people dropped out. You're gonna miss out. Because I am lit. And we're just gonna have fun. What's up, man? Who is this? Oh my god. Anyone experience exploding head syndrome? Is that a sexual reference? Like, is that where we're going with that? Because, yeah. Dude, I've been through so many batshit situations in my life that, yeah. I mean, I felt like my head was exploding when I was going through what I went through. Look, being in love with a borderline will fucking make your goddamn head explode. All right? It's gotta fucking help you. Yes, that's the only way I can explain. Chat, let's talk. Let's have some fun today. Yeah, Jersey. I don't even, thank you for being here. Hell. You fortify. Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. And all you guys do that for me. Especially when you knock me in the head and you go, what the fuck are you doing? I get that. Because sometimes I don't know. I am not that put together. Like I am, but I'm not. I have crazy. What is with the emojis? I can't respond to emojis, Lizzie. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, honey. What are you saying? I said, if you're gonna flirt with me, honey. Duracco says I'm black, dude. Oh, you're back. Oh, I thought you said you were black. I don't know why. Listen, my eyes aren't exactly working correctly. My physical eyes. So I'm sorry. I'm back, dude. Well, it's good. I'm glad you're back. I don't know where you're back from. Where exactly are you back from? Someone should tell Papa Gotten I'm still alive. He's missing gold. Let's talk about the God, what the fuck's it called? The Freudian slip of me thinking that I read You're a Black Dude. Let's go into that. What exactly does that mean? Do I need to do it? Like, is there inner work that I need to do before that? Like, am I looking too far into it? Are you black? Would it matter? I don't know. Let's have fun. What's up? What's up, Druid? Yeah, we're going into overtime, bro. Going into overtime. Oh, that's fucking incredible. Hold on. You are black. Fucking A. Fucking A. D. Ricardo. Thank God. I guessed right. I wasn't hitting on you, by the way. All right? Like, I'm not into black dudes. Or what was that Freudian slip? Maybe what that was a Freudian slip. I don't know. You tell me. Am I attractive to you? Do you like otters? I was told by my friend several months ago when I was still streaming with people that am I getting phone calls? I'm an otter because I'm short. Like I'm like, you know how a bear is for gay guys. Like I'm an otter. So I don't know what that means, but it sounds gay. Yeah, bro. We're going in. Women with BPD are bewitching, intoxicating for men, and they have amazing vagina. There's no other way to put that, Trini. There's no other way to put that. It's bewitching. They are hypersensitive, good in bed. Yep. Their mood swings are like exciting roller coasters. They were until my entire life fell off that fucking roller coaster. Someone texted me. Hold on. Oh, he's busy with work. Okay. Mr. Tickle Trunk. Mr. Tickle Trunk is trying to get me to be a passport bro and find a lady boy from Thailand. I'm not doing that. It's not happening. Shit is not funny, Papa. Shit is not funny. And the fact that like nobody's chatting, like I could use some chats. If we're gonna do this, I need interaction. But I'm gonna go back to tree. Yes. And drive you insane. And why do they go for narcissists? Why do borderlines go and fall in love with narcissistic dudes? Why do borderlines fall in love with narcissistic dudes who beat the shit out of them? Why do they fall for dudes who are like they're grown children? Lying ass toddlers having tantrums, grown children. Why do they do that? Why? What is the reason? Can someone in the chat, can the black guy, anybody, give me a reason? Because I don't understand it. I'm not going to sit here and stare at a screen. Thank God. Jesus. Thank God, Papa. That's the girls I attract. I don't even have to look for a girl like that. Can we turn that off? Is there a button that we have that we can turn that off? Jesus Christ. I'm going to play like more intros or music or something. It's not funny, Papa. It's not funny. I'm the same way, and it's not funny. I'm going off just for a minute. I want to finish a cigarette. It's not funny, sir. There is nothing funny about it. How many do you go through a week, Papa? Let's be real. Say, like, all right. How many borderlines do you go through, like, in a 6-month period? In a 6-month period, how many borderlines do you attract? How many do you go through? And how do you deal with them? How do you deal with the batshit craziness? What is the proper... Papa, school me, bro. What is the proper way to deal with a BPD chick? How do you handle them? I know you're typing. Please, God, tell me you're typing. Because I have given up. I have given up. I don't even care. It's taking too long for this chat to come up. You're killing me right now, Papa. Give me an answer. Everyone's waiting. There's like 9 people lurking, going, oh my God, Walton lost his shit. Yeah, this is me. This is true me. Okay. He said, it's a little bit, what is this? It's a little bit after you know how to avoid them. But you're not avoiding them. No, you're not answering my question, Papa Cotton. Wookie, Wook. Come back to center, bro. Come back to center. How? You're okay. You're in love or in lust, whatever the case is, with a BPD. How do you deal with their bad shit? That's what I need to know. This is the role is reversed right now. All right. This is your stream. You tell me. How do you deal with it? Because everything Trini's saying right now is dead on. For anybody joining right now, this is just me having fun at this point. And thank you for being here. Please smash the like button, dislike button, leave a comment, and make sure to take your vitamins, drink your water, and eat those mushrooms. What? Oh, thank God. Thank God. I trust the black man. He says, Ricardo says, hold frame or run. Hold frame or run. What's your frame, dude? Like what? What is the frame? I'm sure it's getting lost in translation. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm just having fun. I mean, I tried to run. But she drove down here and knocked on my door and brought a narcissist behind her. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. How to lose a girl's interest that easy. Listen, I've tried, Papa. I've tried, bro. Tell her you love her. Ain't that the fucking truth, though? Ain't that the truth? That's the truth. That's the truth, man. You can't, it's like, I don't know if it's the genetics. I don't know if it's how the dynamics are set up. I don't know if that's how God wrote it. But if you love them and you tell them that you love them and you do anything, you break your fucking balls. You break your world. You go insane. It's like they're satisfied that they've destroyed you. And then they run off and go be with somebody who's even worse. How does that even make sense? How does that even fucking make sense? How does it even make sense? That you don't hit a woman, you don't cheat on them, you don't leave them, you don't abandon them, you're there. The fact that they're crazy makes you crazy, which then triggers their crazy, and then they get flighty, and then they run off. And they go back to somebody who really does cheat on them, leave them in bed every night, does abandon them, does play games, does manipulate, does hit them. And then every now and again they come back. And sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's crazy in bed, sometimes it's fucking chaos. Sometimes they bring a narcissist with them, and you gotta lay them the fuck out. God, narcissists, man. Built this channel talking about narcissism, trying to figure this shit out. You know how fucking crazy it is, Papa, to realize that You built an entire following while you were breaking down, while you were going through fucking your life in upheaval and everything's falling down around you and everything's crashing apart. Oh shit, that's my son. Thank God for stopping me because I was about to go too real. I'm on a live stream, son. Yeah. Is it important? And if it is important, don't say anything because I'm on air. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'll talk to you a little bit. Right. I love my son. Let's go back to the chat. All right. It says, no, being a dick attracts these women. That's, I don't know. The Ricardo says, have a don't care attitude, but sometimes that even attracts more like that. Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, that's the truth, right? That's the fucking truth of it. Cry in front of her. That works too. Listen, that's what fucking Narc dude does. That's what Narc dude does after between beating the shit out of her and lying to her. He cries. I'm going to kill myself. I have to go to the hospital. God, what a pathetic, worm-ridden piece of shit. Jeez, chicks. God, ladies. I don't care what your fucking condition is. These Narc dudes are bitches, man. They're bitches. They're liars. They're full of shit. They'll never value you. They don't give it. And listen, you keep chasing these toxic fucking dudes. That's what breaks us good dudes. That's what breaks us. That's what makes us not care. That's what makes us fucking not even want to try. Stop giving your attention to toxic men. Like real toxic men. Stop giving your attention to dudes who hit you. Stop giving your attention to dudes who cheat on you and fucking leave you. This dynamic sucks. It absolutely sucks. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be the guy. Like, I don't want to be with Ricardo and Papa's talking. Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be fake. I want to be in love. And somebody who loves me. Somebody who respects me. Somebody who's not going to try and fucking leave or abuse me. Definitely somebody who's not going to lie to me. Come and have an amazing time and then go back to somebody who treats them like absolute garbage. That doesn't make sense to me. None of that, nothing about that makes sense to me. Am I wrong? Like, am I looking at the world wrong? I don't get it. And I'm tired of this cycle. I don't want to be in a world where in order to be a man, I have to be a dick 24/7. I can't say I love you. I can't be me. I can't look for support. I can't not be open. I don't play games. Fuck games. Only games I want to play are Neverwinter. All right? Dungeons and Dragons. Well, that's all right. That's the only game I want to play. Other than that, I want to build. I want to build channels. I want to build companies. I want to build family. I want to go around the world. I want to go see things. I want to explore. I want to fucking learn more about me. Spiritual growth. I have a spiritual hunger like you wouldn't believe. It just doesn't make sense to me. Teresa's give up on BBD when they are unstable, can't regulate their emotions. I'm right there with you, honey. Yeah. How do you weed them out? How do you weed out the normal women? And what is a normal woman from a BPD woman? Holy God! How do you do that? Being friend zone is the easiest thing you can do. Just don't. Yeah, well, I've learned that trick. Papa says, women always say they want a man to be vulnerable, but when you get it, it gives them the ick, And then you get cheated on by a guy who treats her like shit at the bar. No doubt, bro. No doubt. No doubt. No, you're the guy who pays for her bills. You're the guy. Oh, and then after you pay for her bills, she'll bring up things like, well, you weren't paying my rent because that was under someone else's name that you were using. Like little things like that. But you'll be the guy who pays the bills, who's watching her daughter, who's, at home. She's out banging a narcissist. Yeah. Yeah. And then you lose your shit. Whenever you lose your world, you lose your shit. And everything that you've built, and the company that you were building. And all of your friends disappear. Then you lose more of your shit because your support system's just fucking gone. Then your support system starts turning on you. Your former support system starts turning on you. They start making fucking chat groups and anti-Walton this and that. And then you start acting out and getting your fucking strength back, and you start growing a channel, and you start growing who you are. And then BPD goes out and recruits other YouTubers who have more fucking subscribers to fucking come after you. Because you were the one guy in a community that was growing of fucking. And you didn't know who was fake and who was real, but you were just being a part of it. But you were the one guy who was like, I'm not a liar. I'm not one of these fucking things. I'm not a fucking manipulator. This isn't what the fuck I'm about. And so all the manipulators and the fucking snakes, they love it. They love eating their fucking popcorn, helping to fucking bring you down. Going, yeah, I'll help you. I'll help BPD out to fucking bring you down and fucking destroy you. And you lose more of your shit. And then you're not trying to kill yourself for the longest time. Holy fuck, that was something to get over. Holy fuck. Wookie, I wanted to die. I wanted to die. Legit. Coming up with reasons not to do it. And you try and build again. Those same people who wanted to hold you down and didn't want to see that light come up again, oh, they come creeping back around. And so you're putting your faith into people that you don't even have faith in yourself. So you're putting your faith into people that you haven't talked to in a long time and accepting that what they're telling you is the truth because you're so hurt. You're hoping that, like, okay, maybe there's some kind of connection there. But those fucking narcissists, those fucking toxic people, they fucking, they manipulate, and then they start talking to your fucking friends, and your friends start letting them on streams and shit like. And you can't even trust them, and so you just like give up. You just fucking give up. You just fuck Rogue, fuck everything, fuck the whole dream. You just fucking, and the whole goddamn time, this BPD keeps coming back over and over again. Well, if you don't care about me, if you don't love me, and if you're putting fucking streams out, just clowning me, and you're fucking talking about what a piece of shit I am, and I'm really a narcissist, and all this, like, why the fuck? No. I built an almost 10,000 sub channel freaking the fuck out because my heart was broken. And losing everyone. Losing virtually fucking everyone but a handful of people in my life. Being fucking honest with you, I'm tired of talking about narcissists. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of talking about that. Tired of being hurt. You know what it's like to fake fuck, like that. I don't like being fake. Like, fake it till you make it. You know what it's like to put up a front all the time because that's what people want to see, and that's what you need, and that's what you were for other people. You know what it's like, dude? You know what it fucking was like for my heart broke. My heart didn't just break once. My heart broke 1,000 fucking times when people that would reach out to me and say, you're an inspiration to me, when I knew I couldn't be that for them anymore. My heart would break. I'm not a bad guy. I really do try and be a good fucking person, man. I really do. I know I got a like that some people just don't like. I've always had that personality. I'm somebody that just some people just don't like. And I don't know if that's ego. And I don't know if that's like, I'm just, you know, so authentic that it rubs some people wrong. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck what it is anymore. Tired of being hurt. That is what it comes down to. I'm sick of being hurt. I don't know who in the old crew was real or not at this point. You know what I mean? Like on the old road crew. I don't know who was real and who wasn't. Like Scotty's real. I know Scott's real. Thank God. I'm pretty sure ETEP's real. But it's hard to even know who's real and who's not when people don't stop hanging out with or they stay friends with people who like they know have stabbed you. They know weren't looking out for you. They know did you dirty. How am I supposed to be the Fandom Minutes historian and put this fucking book out when the community that I helped to build turned on me in so many different ways? Right? Just trying to finish this book has been breaking my heart too. But this is showbiz, right? This is what live streaming is. This is what putting yourself out there is. Being authentic. I built this community of people who all support one another, all been heartbroken, or been through similar shit. And I kind of put myself in a position where I've got to be my word. I gotta be my word. I gotta be action. I gotta be supportive. And I have to be a light. That's what I'm gonna be. I just can't stand it when somebody comes over and says, I love you. After all the shit that's happened. And then says that you're my friend and we're not gonna that's not negotiable. And then brings a fucking narcissist over. And then I gotta fucking kick this grown child's ass. And then somehow I'm the bad guy. That shit just doesn't make sense. A lot of shit hasn't made sense. All of it just doesn't make sense. Over and over again, just none of it fucking makes sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even looking at the chat. All right. Let me go back to the chat. Hold on. Sex is a little gross, but whatever. No, the sex is totally gross. I'm sorry. I'm like not attracted and physically in that way. If a grown-ass woman knows that a dude is going out and banging trannies at truck stops, putting it in another man's ass, getting done in the bay, white other man, and then comes home and wants to put it in them, coming home with STD, I'm not turned on. That part actually is done. I'm not even worried about that. Ricardo says, 14 years cycle, 3 kids starting to show signs of BPD. Oh, my Lord. After 5 years, turning my kids against me. Jesus Christ, dude. Lost my momentum in my dreams, trying to get it back. God bless. This channel helps me a lot. Oh, dude, thank you, brother. Yeah, no, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You tell yourself you're going to do it. Holy shit. You tell yourself that you're going to do it. You do not back down and you do not need. You have that power within you. You are a guiding light, and that is something no one can take away. So, you know, being in that cycle, brother, I'm sorry you've been in that cycle for so long. And 3 kids showing sign of BPD. BPD can be managed at least. You know what I mean? Like, we all have issues. God sakes knows, God, we're all crazy in some way. But you can absolutely come back and be a strong support system and be a guiding light that can help them to be stronger people. If they're showing signs of something now, it is something that you can change, that can be changed. What they need is a supportive, strong, masculine father. And that's what you're being, my brother. And that means going through the tough times too, dude. That means going down, getting knocked down, getting drug out, getting destroyed, getting lied about, getting turned out, getting all of that. That means that God, more than anything, means you're a fucking strong man. You keep pushing ahead, my brother. You keep pushing. It will get better. You are not dictated by the shit people in your life. Your worth is dependent upon your direction. It is dependent upon how you feel about yourself and what you get done, what you can survive. You're going to get knocked down in life. But you pick yourself back up and you keep it pushing. And that's what makes you a man. That's what makes you strong. God bless you too, my brother. And thank you. Give me strength. You give me strength. What's up, HR? Have you read the Duratsky comics? No. And if I have, I don't know. It's kind of weird coming from a situation where I was like the guardian of modern mythologies. And I'm only a nerd for certain things. Oh, God, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure, and maybe I have, but if you could just leave it, tell me what, then I can tell you. Tell me what exactly the pieces are. TFM is a joke now. TFM is a joke now, yeah, it was, but it wasn't in the beginning, man. It meant fucking a lot to me, man. It meant a lot to me. I've been disappointed in so many, I had to walk away from that circus. Shit, man. This clown's still fucking running. They try to come back because of their fear of abandonment. Okay, then they create abandonment, and that doesn't make sense. Then they abandon you, and that doesn't make sense. And then they create situations where you have to call them out or beat up a narcissist. And that doesn't make sense. None of that makes fucking sense to me. It's just, I don't understand. Can you please tell me where the understanding comes in? Because I don't. It's my fucking bad. I love you, Treaty. Exes are exes for a reason. The last time I went back in, I found out she was only there to steal things from my house. Lovely girl. Papa, we lived the same life. We lived the same goddamn life. Exes are exes for a reason. That is absolutely true. I don't even think that my ex is my ex. I don't think it's a God, because she wasn't real the whole time. If she, you know what I mean? If she had actually moved to Florida, if she actually kept her word, if she didn't stop sleeping with her drug dealer or sleeping with this one or going to a narcissist, you know what I mean? I was the only one in that relationship. I was the only one. For her, that was a situationship. That was getting free money. That's the only way I could see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, man. How the hell am I holding 13 people? I'm off cam smoking Marlboro. Smoking Marlboros. Guys, you can lose your shit and recover. You can come back. You can act sane. Do your best to edit your videos well. I've been trying to do that. We're all crazy. We all have our own. We all have our own eccentric crazies. Just keep it real, keep it authentic. And I think that toxic people, they hate authenticity the most. And that's why they come after you. That's why they have to talk shit. Also understand there are people out there who just like the circus. There are people out there who just enjoy the circus. They're not really malicious people. They're just they're popcorn and having fun watching someone fall apart. Understand that. If you're going to do it right. If you're going to do it like Walton does. I have to run to the bathroom. So I'm going to play this clip for you. Yeah, I'm going to play this clip for you guys from a show, The Sage and the Savage, Last Sage and the Savage we did, which was kind of funny. And this is the kind of humor you're going to see there. What's up, Nikki? We do not kneel and we suffer no fools. A turd and a heart. That's kind of like that's my romantic life right now. A turd and a heart. Tickle Trunk says, I wouldn't touch Jada Pinkett with a stolen dick. It's like trying to catch the unicorn in the king's forest. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, that unicorn is a hoovering hobgoblin who will completely destroy you and just might spread STDs. Where can I find a chick like that? Because I'm done. You know what? I could just have like a very subordinate nuclear family, bark like for me, bitch. I am down at this point, really. As long as she has a warm vagina. My worth is so
kind of.
Yeah, bro. My worth is so gone. Like, I'm serious. I don't even reckon my penis doesn't even look at me anymore. I'm going to buy a wife online. I have thought about it. I've thought about it. I'm not even lying, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Listen, I'm going to be one of them freaking, what are they called? Pass bros? Passport bros? Passport bros. I'm going to be a passport bro. I am.
Where are you going? Where are you going, sir?
Somewhere Asian. He says $100. Steven goes to Thailand and finds a lady boy who knows how to cook. That's awful. Why are you putting that on me, bro? Shit. No, I'm not. Listen, no dong. I don't want no dong.
Oh.
Hi, Beth. Hey, Beth. How you doing, sweetheart? We were just talking about toxic bitches, and I saw you pop up. I just want to let you know, like, you can shit in my bed anytime, hon. All right, you come right in. I want you to have Taco Bell that night. I want you to come right in and just lay it down, lay it on me. I'm not into scat. I'm just saying, like, I would take that as you love me. Like, that's how toxic our relationship is. So attracted. I'm so attracted to Beth. Like, I want to have orgasms like Chernobyl explosions. You know what I mean? Like, what did you walked into the fun segment, Beth. That's what you walked into. I just want to say, if you have not already, please check out Sporking News Podcast. He carries a lot of meat. He has a big stick. He carries that on his show every single week. So wash your hands, wash your ass. And if you leave a narcissist, you had better learn because you might get burnt. Be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Dude, I just ran back into my chair so freaking quick. You have no idea. That was the fastest pee I've ever had in my life. Let's see. Immortal Coil is absolutely wonderful. Let me promote my friends. Immortal Coil is absolutely wonderful, guys. He does a show with me every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Sage and the Savage. Please go check that out. And also check out his shows on his channel, Savage Spirituality. I'm his co-host there. We talk about all kinds of different topics, from aliens to, he's an intergalactic pimp. He's an intergalactic stud, by the way. He studs aliens. So it's a very interesting guy. If you're into some weird shit, come check out Savage Spirituality in his channel. That's 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, America. And we have fun over there. Also, please check out Sporking News Podcast. He's my buddy. Sporking is probably the most genuine cat in the entire indie sphere in all of YouTube. So please go check him out. Support him. He's been losing subs and traction because he stood by Walton. And when you stand by Walton in a community where every lunch table is dependent upon putting your tongue up a narcissist's ass, then it's hard to get motivated. It's hard to get. Someone go on camera for this shit, because this is some real talk. I moved away from everything that I helped to build over there in the old Fandom Menace community. Thank God for Gary Nerdrotic, by the way. Nerdrotic just hit 1 million subs. That's my boy. Good for him. He got away from it. And my friends over at Geeks and Gamers. And also, you know what? Midnight's Edge. Those are my people too. World-class bullshitters. They're cool too. They, John Talks. There was a guy, John Talks Star Wars. He ended up going into like doing just political stuff. I think it's John Talks now. I think it's just John Talks. Go check him out. Oh my God. Go check him out. And there's so many good people. Etep and Cooley in a place to be reviews. But out of everybody that I've known and worked with, Sporking News Podcast. That is the man. And if a mod could please throw a fucking link out to Sporking News Podcast, I'd appreciate that, because he has stood by me to the point, like he was told, don't have Walton on your streams. Don't have Walton on your channel. Don't have Steve. Because I have triggered so many people, toxic people, by being real, that they hate me. I don't understand it. I told y'all, I'm just that personality and I don't get it. But I'm just like, I don't put up with bullshit. I don't play the games. I don't play the kitty come fuck me games. I don't play games with toxic people. I'm not massaging your ego. I'm not altering the worldview. I'm not altering the facts of reality or myself to fit your ego. And because I have not done that, I was ostracized from a lot of these circles, and some of which I helped to build. And that's why I came over here to Dragonstorm and built this channel and built this all by myself without any of them, and became more successful at this than I was over there because I didn't have to worry about those games. Sporking News Podcast is my brother. He doesn't play them game. Well, he plays the social game, but because he wouldn't abandon me, he didn't get some of the breaks that he should have gotten. Shout out to the Dark Council. Shout out to the Dark Council boys who don't play those games. They're still there for him. Shout out to Mad Barber Entertainment. Shout out to Tina Bojan. Shout out to let's see. I mean, the Gospel According to Mark with a C, Demogenite, like all them boys that didn't leave my brother's side because he refused to leave mine when I wanted to die, when I was falling apart. Thank you. Please. Mods, please put a link in for Sporking News Podcast. And everyone here, if you're seeing this now, if you're seeing this in the future, go subscribe to Sporking News Podcast. That man is real. He is genuine. He does not kneel. He is a real rogue. Scotty, you and I, we're the real rogues. Love you, brother. Please subscribe to him and support him. Let's go back to the chat. Okay, smoking. Access for a reason. Colby Flyer. What is up, Colby? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in the chat. This is Dragonstream overtime right now. Why is it that some psychiatrists stay away from the idea that narcs are not mental? They claim they have a personality disorder. First of all, narcs are mental because look, okay. To my understanding, and I think I've got a pretty good grasp of it now. You're dealing with people who do not live in reality, right? But it's not just that. They know they're lying. They know their world's a bunch of lies. It's all about creating a false world. Illusion can manifest, and mind you guys, illusion can manifest just like willpower can. It's just a different frequency. It's a different thing. All right. It's demonic power. I wouldn't say demonic, but after beating one up, I don't think there's much demon involved. I think actually I don't think that's giving enough credit to demon or demonic energy. Yeah. So it's hard to diagnose someone. It is hard to treat someone who is constantly full of shit, who does not face the facts of reality, who does not look at, or will not admit to their shit, will not understand that they are a singular person in a collective of people, and that their actions influence others as well as they are influenced by others' actions. To a narcissist, they are God. It's a God complex. And their God complex allows them to look at everyone as a piece on a board, as an object or a thing. This is why they treat people the way they do. So it's difficult to really get a grasp on a diagnosis or an understanding of a person with that disorder. Bring back dueling. Bring that, okay. can we have the Wild West back a little bit? All right. I'm not saying the Wild West was perfect. I know it's the American thing. I know it's a very American thing to say. All right, I understand this. But listen, a narcissist came by in the Old West, like in that kind of mentality, they would just get shot now. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. I hope they were a good shot. Narcissist is going to run out of bullets before they run out of victims. So yeah, that's why. You can't diagnose, you can't treat, you can't help a person who does not want to help themselves, who instantly rewrites the dynamics of their environment or situations, past and present, and creates them and makes plans to create them in the future that are built on their warped view of the world, their false construction. And that's what it is, Colby. Like, that's the best way that I think that I can explain it and articulate it at this time. I am slightly hindered at the moment. Why am I still alive? What is up, HR? Let's see. Holy Mountain. Write them down and check them. Okay. Somebody translate some of that, please. I mean, hell, brother. God is good. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. All right. Trini, thank God. Thank God you're sticking through this show. You're helping me out a lot. Many people confuse love and passion. They want to say I love you, and what they mean is I want you or I need you. Very true and very important. That's a great distinguishing. That's something that you really need to distinguish. Absolutely. Yeah, because when you prioritize your want or your need over someone else, then you're being false. You're definitely being false. Good, excuse me. And you're not respecting them. And you're not respecting the relationship that you have with them. But I mean, love means many things. See, that's the love means many different things. Depending, on the person who's saying it and how they are feeling at the time. Colby says, I truly feel and believe that narcs are mentally deranged. Not only a person. Yeah, dude. No, you're dead on. I've seen it. I've seen it. Grown child having a tantrum. Having a fucking tantrum. Easily deranged. Easily destabilized at the very sight of anything that triggers their emotional instability. Yes. They are. Cole, you're not wrong. you're not wrong. I agree. You can even knock their block off. And they're right back on their feet, rewriting history. It's crazy. A lot of guys are great, but I can't hear a grown man whine about children's movies anymore. Yeah, I get that. Oh, I understand that. But if there's an audience for it, there's going to be an audience for it. And also, I do believe that pursuing the authenticity, the true messaging of our modern mythologies is very important. It's the fabric of our culture and society. The messages that are being sent are one of the foundational tools throughout our early development as it comes to becoming who we are, our moral foundation. So there is something to be said for people. I get you being done with it. Wookie, you've been here since the beginning. You're just like me. But No, we got to keep hammering the message. We got to keep hammering the message. If we weren't hammering the message, Snow Brown would have took off. If we weren't hammering the message over and over again, look at all the defense that came to Brie Larson, right? Brie Larson first comes out with that holier than thou, Hollywood progressive, white savior attitude. You know, like, you know, we need to blame all white men. They're, you know what I mean? Like, it's that whole attitude that she had. And Hollywood tried to protect that. And the Brie bots were out there. You know, you saw them Brie bots. The channels were built. Entire channels were built fighting Brie Larson bots who were out there trying to defend her propaganda, her messaging of division and racism as anti-division. What? All that woke bullshit. And what happened? We kept hammering home, no, she's a bigot. She is the racist. She hates men. She is the problem. People like her are the problem. And then we got to the point where the Marvels came out and it totally effing failed. The Marvels, they tried to throw in the Monica Rambeau, who we asked for in the first place, the actual Captain Marvel, or Marvel, for God's sakes, the actual beginning of it, or the genesis of it, or Marvel. You know, we asked for these things. You want to talk about black people don't have a seat at the table? You want to talk about minorities aren't represented in this and that? Then tell me how come you took out Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, and replaced her with Brie Larson, the white savior? please explain this to me. You know, if we didn't keep hammering the message home, the Marvels would have succeeded. Brie Larson would still care about being in the MCU, the Disney Marvel MCU. But she doesn't. And it failed because we kept hammering home. Snow Brown has failed before it even got off the floor because the actress was spewing racist, divisionist, hateful, misandrist messaging, progressive messaging, left progressive messaging. And we pointed it out. And we're loud enough now. This is the thing. This is what I've learned, Papa, coming up in doing narcissistic abuse awareness content. Because it's kind of true across the board with all toxic types. See, the people that wanted that attention, the hateful, broken people, narcissistic, whatever they were, in Hollywood and in the media, they wanted to blame other people for their own fifis, for their uncontrolled fifis. They are all grown men having a temper tantrum out front of your house. All right. And it doesn't matter if you kick their ass. But what does matter is when you keep telling the truth, you keep speaking your point of view, you keep pointing out the lies. Because eventually that narcissist's lies are going to falter. They're going to break down. They're going to show themselves. That's what happened to the progressive left. That's what's happening right now to the progressive left. Their lies and their bullshit are beginning to break down. It doesn't matter who they point the finger at and who they blame for their own ists and isms, for their own bigotries, for their own insecurities. Doesn't matter. We have to stand up for our modern myths. This is a part of the puzzle. We've got to stand up for this. We've got to point out the actress that was playing Snow Brown. We've got to point out the fact that this is not staying true to the myth, to the lore. And the reason that it is being changed is because the person that is creating it or the people that are acting in it are broken, traumatized, narcissistic people who are pointing the finger at others and saying, you're the problem. The very people that are spewing racist and sexist rhetoric are pointing the finger at others and going, you're the racist, you're the sexist, you're the liar. That's why. And I was doing that for years, Papa. We were all doing that for years over at TFM. Doing it for years. Look at Nerdrotic. Look how well he grew. World class. World class was doing it first. It's strange that I fell into what I did. You know, Culture Casino hit me up not too long ago and said, you are one of the only people that I have seen who has been able to successfully transition your brand into something else and become successful. And I did. Author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, became Lodonis Dragonstorm, narcissistic abuse awareness person. I did. But the transition wasn't that difficult once I realized that the blue-haired weirdos on Twitter, when I realized that Kathleen Kennedy's, the Pablo Hidalgos, when I realized the Hollywood, the people at the Washington Post, people at CNN, all the people that came after us, they're all narcissists. They're liars. They're all broken, projecting their own ists and isms and phobes and all that shit onto other people, on the normal people. Well, normal-ish. That's what they're doing. So really, transitioning my brand wasn't really too much of a transition. I'm still fighting those types. I'm still standing up for normalcy, or at least a normal expression of what love and understanding is, for what truth is. And that's why I've been successful. So yeah, standing up for a modern myth, that means something. Guys, please subscribe, if you would, to Sporking News Podcast, Immortal Coil. Subscribe to World Class Bullshitters. Subscribe to Nerdrotic. Subscribe to Comics Division. Subscribe to Midnight's Edge. Subscribe to the Dark Council. God, I'm leaving out so many. Itapakuin, the Place to Be Reviews, who's moved into horror, but he's still in the same vein. Angela's Draven. Please subscribe to Ryan Cannell, RK Outpost, Geeks and Gamers, and Immortal Coil, and myself, if you haven't already. All right, and check out my other channel, Author Stephen Walton, if you want to hear more about entertainment commentary, because I'm going to get back into that myself. All right, let's see what else came up in the chat. There you go. Thank you very much. Not my kind of mod. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Please subscribe to Itapakuin, man. He stood with me for as long as he could. Oh, shit. What is up, CJH? It's his birthday. He's 29 today. Narc X's birthday is in I gotta stop saying Narc X. BPD X's. BPD X. XBPD. I don't even know how do I put that. Trini, help me out. Is in 2 days still, but it's your birthday. It's your birthday. You're an Aries too. I didn't realize you were an Aries. Let me find something. There's got to be something funny in here. There we go.
Don't beat yourself up over past mistakes. You are going to fuck up again in the future, quite possibly in the most spectacular fashion. Why worry about yesterday's fuck-ups when you have tomorrow's fuck-ups to look forward to? You are a fuck-up, and fucking up is part of your growth process. Embrace the process.
Embrace the process. Embrace the process. I'm going to go off camera. I'm smoking. I'm sorry, guys. Embrace the process, CJH. Happy birthday, brother. So fucking the dude. Thank you so much, man. Hail the fourth wave. Thank you for being here with us. Got a bad day. Here we go. Let's see. When the narc makes the choice, God gives them the gift of brain damage. Isn't that the choice? I mean, isn't that the truth? Yo. Rester. Yo, that is the truth. I've seen it. They're brain damaged. I don't understand how a person cannot take accountability for their own actions, play the victim, whine, cry, and then be like so emotionally unregulated, be full of rage the next minute, then like just losing their shit. How the fuck does a person exist losing their shit every second of the day? What drugs are you on? And there must be something better. That is the truth of it. That's the truth of it. Thank you for that statement. Hail, brother. Or sister. You see, no, let's have Firefly style old West Side. Yeah, well, I mean, okay. I was never into Firefly. I'm sorry. That's not part of my nerddom. Like I said, I'm a selective nerd, the guardian of her modern mythologies, and I'm a selective nerd. I do think the term narcissist has been overused to the point that every girl that gets dumped to yeah. Oh, no. Okay. A lot of projection going on there. So, and this is one of the reasons why I think it's good that we have more awareness. There's a hell of a lot more narcissists out there than there's a hell of a lot more narcissists out there than the than what you'll hear being claimed. It's not like no fucking 3% of the population. No, it's like 15%. It's got to be higher. It's way higher than that. But the term does get overused. People confuse narcissistic behavior or egotistical behavior with narcissistic behavior. And a person with NPD, a person with NP fucking D, bro. I've seen a person with NPD, and after laying across that NPD jaw, I can tell you that is a specific diagnosis. that is a specific condition. But there are narcissists out there. Dude, fucking Ethan Van Sciver, bro. Ethan Van Sciver. Comic artist Pro Secrets. That is a narcissist, a grandiose narcissist. John Delarose, narcissist. Those are narcissists. And the difference between those two is that Ethan is a grandiose. He's like an alpha narcissist, I guess you would say, right? An alpha predator. Where Delarose is like a junior narcissist. He's like a bottom feeder. He wants to be Ethan, but he's never going to be Ethan because only Ethan can be Ethan. Let's be real. You know, if you love him or hate him. But like they do exist. They are out there. There's lots of them out there. And there are people that have like pronounced narcissistic traits and tendencies that aren't necessarily a narcissist. Girls are young girls, especially in today's society, in a fourth wave feminist, progressive atmosphere, are all emotionally unregulated. They think that, you know, sleeping with everyone is empowerment. They don't understand or respect their own bodies. They don't give a shit. And any man that tries to wrangle in their daddy issues is a narcissist or is toxic or is horrible. And it's God, feminism destroyed the West. Like destroyed sexual relations. Progressivism destroys relations between anybody once you inject that shit into it. Like, and I'm not even, and brother, you know me, I'm not even a conservative. I am not a conservative. They're just, listen, what religious conservatives did in the 1900s, the progressive liberals, no, they're not even liberals, they're just progressives, are going to do in the 21st. You know, that's what it is, man. You know, it's perpetual satanic panic. and the people that are pointing the fingers are the Satanists. It's fucking crazy. I have C3PO on that transit. All right, good, buddy. Let's see. Too many politicians, narcs. Absolutely, yeah. Because what would attract a narcissist more than vapid power through bullshit? Politics. Yeah. All right. We got to the point where we have the United States. We allowed an election to be stolen to put a vegetable in office. All right. Biden's a fucking vegetable. All right. They stole the election from Trump, whose ego was too big, whose megalomania was too big for the narcissists to control. So they created the coof to trap everyone in their houses, douse us with fear and misinformation while they stole an election to put a vegetable in the White House. What the hell, bro? Yeah, absolutely, man. Most famous people? Oh, yeah, definitely. But not just like, I think we give too much power to like the word narcissist too. Like there's all other host of conditions out there of damaged fucking personalities that you could equate. It doesn't just have to be they don't just have to be a narcissist. Some people can show narcissistic tendencies. Dude, my borderline ex shows narcissistic tendencies. She also shows sociopathic tendencies. All right, so it's where narcopath came from, you know. It's famous people, dude, they're damaged too. And you're talking about like famous people. Look what's going on with P. Diddy right now, bro. Look at that tip of the iceberg. All right. You know, let's not talk about the Epstein flight logs. Let's not talk about the Gwendolyn Maxwell transcripts that have been sealed. The transcripts that clearly state who the clients were for child trafficking have been sealed by the courts, by the judiciary, sealed, because the names in those documents are politicians, famous people, royalty. We're not allowed to know. Judges, cops, we're not allowed to know who's trafficking kids. That's just one aspect of all the damaged shit that's going on. And another reason why we need to fucking fight for our modern myths. It's another reason why the men should still exist, and whatever's left of it, or whatever it's called, or whatever it is, should still exist. All right? No matter what front you're fighting that shit on. Because you're fighting bohemian fucking Hollywood, man. You're fighting... I'm sorry, that topic, you know, psychopaths, man. Like real Luciferian shit. Real evil. Evil that is beyond evil. Oh, man. Kobe Flyer says, I saw the Narc's niece. Oh, here we go. I saw the Narc's niece lately. She looks dangerously anorexic. She's getting to be mostly bony. Her aunt, I think, comes to her to be sickly. Well, first off, you're dealing with energy vampires, right? So if you're around people who are energetically draining, demonic, that live off others, that siphon off others, they spread disease. The narcissism is about passing on pain, not taking accountability, passing on pain, and destroying other people. Energy vampires are almost the same way. They suck off of you. They suck the life out of you, and they're going to make you look horrible. They're going to spread their oh god, pardon. They're going to spread their sicknesses. You know, their traumas. I'm sorry. Let me just read through this. Let's see. She looks dangerously anorexic. That's a damn shame. I'll pray for her. Let's all pray for her. Let's all pray for that woman. She's getting to be almost bony. I mean, it's a disorder. Like anorexia is a disorder, and that's a disorder that comes from, not being able to handle your fifis, like most disorders. And, but it's something that can be treated, I hope that she's okay, man. I really do. I really do. PJ says, I think Hollywood has always been woke and slipped off the woke stuff as different eras passed. Aha! Aha! Yes, sir. That's why I love Star Trek. That's why I love Gene Roddenberry Star Trek. Star Trek, liberal. It's truly liberal. And that's what I am. So when you took Star Trek and moved into the current woke era, and this is the thing though, and this is the thing that sucks, Siege. I was around when the word woke started getting thrown around, and that was the late 80s, 90s, and that meant something entirely different. Okay, woke meant being awake. Woke meant understanding that the people who have murdered men write the history books, that the people who committed the genocides write the history. All right, so understanding that the perspective in the history books and that the things that we were being taught in school at the time are from the perspective of the slave owner. Woke comes from Afro-American culture. And so it meant that the history we were being taught came from the perspective of the slave owner. And this also created white guilt, which makes me sick to my stomach. And it was almost enforced when I was going into school. I come from the Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania, northeastern United States. A lot of liberal politics, progressive, well, the beginning of progressivism was being pressed. And they wanted us all to hate ourselves. They wanted white men to hate themselves. While lauding white women as being white saviors while they were in the hot tub next to us. You know what I mean? So that word, again, was appropriated by progressives. They took a word that was exposing them, the actual hateful people, the actual bigots and racists, the narcissistic people, and appropriated it themselves, and then created a whole new world, a whole new warped worldview, a whole new. They turned it into something else, and so now, and we kind of fed into it. And I mentioned this like year one. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this year one Fandom Menace, that we were falling into a trap where they were taking a word that meant one thing and it was now becoming to mean something else. And now I understand it was like a narcissistic trap, where it has come full circle. Like we call out woke Hollywood, and now woke means fake. Woke doesn't mean awake anymore. It doesn't mean looking at history through the lens of a person who's not conditioned. Woke now means, being a liar, being a bigot, being the actual racist, pointing the finger and calling other people racists, being the actual sexist while pointing the finger at other people and calling them sexist. And that's what narcissists do. That's how narcissists operate. It's very narcissistic. And we did kind of feed into that. So yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. See, and the same thing, like actually I started this off with Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry Star Trek up through the 90s, even past Gene Roddenberry, but the spirit of it was kept alive all the way up into Enterprise. Then you look at, all right, let's not even talk about the J.J. Abrams first, but let's look at Star Trek Discovery, where you had this thing that was they slapped Star Trek on it, but it wasn't Star Trek. And they were saying, look how progressive we are, and look, it's a black woman starring, and this never happened before. And look, we have non-binaries, and we have gay people everywhere, and if you don't like it, you're a bigot. And Star Trek's always been like this. And it's not. It has absolutely nothing to do. Star Trek was about showing that we are all part of the same family, part of the same community. It did this as good science fiction does, using a fantasy world to construct this, using different societies, different planets, different peoples, different empires, but really talking about Earth and talking about us and our different cultures and the differences, and how our differences really don't mean much in how alike we all are. Whereas Star Trek Discovery, Kurtzman Trek, was about hate the white man, blame this person for your problems, and if you don't like it, you're a bigot. It was everything that Star Trek was not. And I think it was a very important moment in Star Trek history when we got Star Trek Picard Season 3. Star Trek Picard Season 3 is, if anything, the most genuine inheritor of Roddenberry Star Trek that we have gotten since Enterprise's final show. Because it goes back to, it goes back to the roots. And I really appreciate Picard Season 3 for that. I love that. When I start watching Picard Season 3, it's one of those things where I can't stop. I will spend the whole day. I will be lost in that universe. It's one long episodic movie of beauty. Seeing the TNG crew back together again, being immersed in Star Trek, something new, Not to say that I don't mind, love going back and watching the motion picture, Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home, Like all of it. Like I love them all. You know, Undiscovered Country, one of my fucking favorites. I even like the JJ verse. I even like the Kelvin timeline. I even do like those. I thought that was a good continuation, and even doing it in a way where they said, look, this is an alternate history. This is not your Star Trek. This is an alternate Trek. You know, like I enjoyed that. Because that way I can accept, you know, Cumberbatch being Khan when Cumberbatch is not a British white guy. I mean, Khan is not a British white guy. All right. Okay. Khan Noonien Singh is a Mexican playing an Arab. All right. An Arabic prince. Get it right. Get it right. To be fair, Wrinkle in Time wasn't made for me. No, it wasn't. A Wrinkle in Time was not made for you. It wasn't made for me either. It wasn't made for anybody. It was propaganda. It was made for narcissistic, selfish, stupid people to stroke themselves. And it was meant for Oprah. And Oprah, as we know, as we should all know by now, is a fraud. Who has been helping to traffic for a long time. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad to understand that, like, Tom Hanks, you know, it's sad to understand. Like, I used to love Tom Hanks so much. So many great movies. Meanwhile, he's doing Hollywood things. You know, it's horrible. It is horrible. Vietnam War, a few other things that YouTube would be triggered over. Okay, I'm not sure. See, many people confuse love and possession, not passion. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I think that's what BPD has a problem with. Love is not possession. Love is absolutely not being possessed. Love is being loved. It's understanding and letting someone be who they naturally are, and you wanting to grow with them, and with no real expectations other than loving me too. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It was always simple to me, Trini. All this was always simple to me. I don't understand. I don't understand what all this other nonsense is about. Like, I don't fucking get it. If you love me, be here. If you love me, be in my bed. If you love here, let's build. If you love me, let's do the tarot show. If you love me, let's build a company. If you love me, I don't understand why a narcissist is being brought into this, and I don't understand why I'm being blamed, and I don't understand why I'm being called a narcissist. I don't understand. I don't understand all the extra shit. But I guess that's just stop falling in love with borderlines, right, Trini? Right, Papa, we gotta stop it. All right, we gotta say no. No more borderlines. Let's see. Okay, so you guys are talking. All right, what's up, Eastland? Hail, sister. Doing a daytime show. This is kind of overtime. I gave up on doing the original program I planned, and so I'm just hanging out. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Am I being loud? I don't know. Maybe I get loud. I get boisterous. Okay. For some people, saying "I love you" means I want to possess you. Yeah, I know, and it's sad. That's not I love you. That's not I love you. That means you're an object. I own you. That's what that means. I own you. Trini, it broke my heart. It broke my heart to see someone that I loved for so long, that I was so passionate about, that broke me down. All that stuff. It broke my heart to see that person get the shit beat out of them. And then claiming, I love you, as the abuser's driving off. What the fuck, man? Okay, let's go. Oh, that was low vibration. Let's go. Let's pick it back up. Let's see. Rewatch Planet of the Apes, the originals. Oh, dude. Yeah, there's so much Vietnam stuff littered into it. Absolutely. I have a subscription to something called Shore TV, guys. Look into that. Shore TV allows me to watch all premium channels, all news channels, all local channels across the United States, 24-hour movies, 24-hour TV, like X-Men, Lord of the Rings, Keanu Reeves, whatever you like. 24. 7 cartoon, entertainment, kids channels, porn, all of it. 25. I think it's still $25 a month. It's amazing. Anyway, yeah, one of them is one of the channels that I get has Planet of the Apes on it. And I was watching the originals recently. God, I love those movies. It's a shame the second one's kind of like, trying to rehash the first, but it does have a lot of messaging when it comes to Vietnam and when it comes to the race wars. Obviously, the during the civil rights eras of the United States. But a lot of good stuff, a lot of good eye-opening stuff there, man. A lot of good stuff. I miss science fiction, fantasy. I miss our entertainments being both an escape and an ability to learn. And with George Lucas, I surprised people with THX, American Graffiti, and Star Wars. They all had hidden woke meanings. Yeah, of course they did. But you're right. You say, and I understand where you're coming from with like woke meanings, but that was liberal. It's liberal-minded, like what progressivism should have been, what liberalism is. Yeah, absolutely, man. And that should, and just in the same way, and I also want to say, like, also in the same vein, that there is a necessity to have conservatism. There is a necessity for, respecting the past or respecting tradition, because that does mean something. That also means something, and as far as the fabric of our society and who we are. We got as far as we did in America before the beginning of the decline, which I believe we're living in now, because of men who were able to hold Judeo-Christian values, but also were learned men who respected science and respected other views. And that balance kind of kept us where we got, as far as we got to. It wasn't a perfect road. It was a long road. There's a lot of people who wanted to hang on to ists and isms and phobes, but it did get us as far as we did. And we should be thankful for that. So there is a place. There absolutely is a place for, and I'll say religious too. I'm not a big religious guy, but for religious conservatism and for conservatism, there is absolutely a need for those values to be instilled or maintained or respected within the framework that it exists or has existed. It's always a fight between moving forward and respecting the past, Modern entertainment is a small symptom of a much bigger problem. Oh, absolutely. Yes. TFM was important for a certain time. If the bigger picture hasn't drowned you out by now, you're tragically obtuse. Absolutely. I'm right there with you, dude. I'm right there with you. So the only thing that I would say is, if I'm going to go back into entertainment commentary, I am going to go back into working that channel. I'm going to go with what works, man. I'm going, like, when I'm working that channel, I'm going with what works. People want to hear me bitch about Disney. I'm going to bitch about Disney all day long. If it makes me money, I'm going to bitch about Disney all day long. It is identical to dysfunctional families. They blow up and do stupid things and rude things because of you being unlikable and wrong and upholding grudges. Yeah, like, right, letting shit go. Yeah, I mean, that's like dysfunctional, basic, toxic shit. It's a shame that I live in a world now where I have, like, all right, well, that's just like basic toxic family bullshit. And there's a narcissist. There is a hoovering hobgoblin. There is a liar in the mist. There is somebody having a temper tantrum. There is a dysfunctional person having a temper tantrum. There are different levels of disorders. There are different levels of toxicity and problems. And it all comes down to not owning your shit, really. Not owning up who you are. And I kind of feel a little bit bad because Borderline, I'm not going to call her Narc X no more. I'm going to call her Borderline. Borderline was like right there. I think she was actually right there about to own her shit. She was ready. She was ready to just own her shit. And then that narcissist came along. That fucking narcissist. Always a narcissist, man. TFM, the Fandom Menace. That's what I'm talking about, the fantasy. That seal that you have right there, that you're seeing right there, that is the Fandom Menace Historian seal that was made for me. Oh, that was made for me by a guy who was dying of cancer at the time. He was going through cancer treatments. Jeez, man, his name was just in my head and it just evaporated out. Damn it. Okay, but he was made. He made many. He actually made a lot of these, and they were all based on Star Wars. All the ones that he had done were based on like Stormtrooper, 501st kind of seals. Was early the Fandom Menace. The Phantom Menace is where that kind of comes from. It was coined by a narcissist. It was reused by a narcissist, Ethan Van Sciver. The original Fandom Menace was back in 1999 when the prequels came out. Our Fandom Menace is kind of like a backlash against progressive Hollywood. But he was dying of cancer, man. And he survived, thank the gods. But he made this for me. I said, Steve, because I was kind of a central figure in the Fandom Menace movement. Because I was writing books. I have a book out called The Fandom Menace, A Fandom Betrayed. If you guys are interested, it's available on Amazon. It's a very fiery book, very emotional book. I am currently working on the volume 2, and I'm going to have that out as soon as I can. It's, over a year, probably 2 years late by now. But he made this for me, and he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Well, I want Toth. Give me Toth in Stormtrooper armor." Because I love, Thoth is one of my favorite gods of all time. He's a god of literature, science, scribes. He made this, and so I'm never giving this up. I don't care whether I'm always going to be Fandom Menace. This is such a part of my history. This is what I was before Dragonstorm. I was becoming Dragonstorm at the time because of me and Borderline were together. And I was Lodonis Dragonstorm, and she was Ashley Lynn Gaiastorm. And we were doing tarot shows. And it just became what it became. Narcissist, became what it became. When I publish my novels, I want to know 100%. I want to have 100%. I don't have, please have 100% of the rights. I wouldn't want Hollywood to adopt them. Talk to people like Script Doctor, bro. Script Doctor has helped me a lot, given me a lot of insights on things. He is a script writer. Also a Dega Outlaw. He's a public Brightest Day. Check out Zach. Talk to those guys. It's a shame. It's a shame I never got to create the writing community that I wanted to create. But I lost my shit with everything that happened, and I didn't get a chance to make that. But those guys are still out there, and they're legit. Let's see. Yeah, the Fandom Menace. No, American Graffiti was not woke. A little lost in translation there. No, American Graffiti is a great fucking film. No, it was a film encapsulating a time. Wolfman Jack, yo. Wolfman Jack. Who's in that film? That's so awesome. Let's see. Our entire entertainment industry is based in witchcraft. Bro. Why? This is, okay, I'm going to read this. So any hunky-dory fan can tell you that. I'll tell you the wood of the holly tree is used for. Right. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Listen, man. Oh, my God. You know what I hate? I'll go online. This is why I don't say I'm a witch. This is why I don't use terms like witchcraft. First off, all that stuff is Christian propaganda from fucking 2,000 years ago, when they were adopting our holidays and using our saviors and reappropriating them. And there was a smear campaign that's lasted for 1,500 years. All right, witches were the wise women of the ancient world, the dryads. All right, goddess worshippers. Goddess worship has been around for a long fucking time. Longer than any angry Abraham cult has been around. And if you look at the history of the Abraham cults, all right, if you go to Judaism, the grandfather of the Abraham cults, and you go back far enough, they were practicing sorcery and they had gods and goddesses. It's yeah, I get it. It's triggering to me a little bit when people say the witchcraft of this. Like, you know, I use terms like Luciferian in this because Lucifer, Satanism, satanic, whatever, that's relatively new. And it's even borrowed in and of itself, but it's a relatively new term in the scope of the world religious or spiritual environment, you know. But I think it fits. And so I'm not saying you're wrong. Absolutely. People in Hollywood that are peddling kids and doing what they're doing are Luciferian. And they are practicing witchcraft, so to speak. But it's witchcraft it's evil. It's dark. It's demonic. It's disgusting. That's not what I practice. That's not what I practice. That's not the sex magic I do. Not the son of Enki. But yeah, I understand. I'm sorry, I was triggered. I was slightly triggered by that. Let me put my broom back in the closet. Hold on. All right. Harry Potter had so much potential, yet probably the most difficult to continue if the actors did all pass away. Oh, I think they should. I think it should continue on. I love Harry Potter. It's so great. Oh my God, in the 90s when the fucking Christians were out there getting upset, when the Muggles were getting upset. Look, I loved it. Oh man. Just the very idea that kids are going to, oh my God, want to be witches or wizards? Put the broom back in the closet, Steve. All right, I'm putting the broom. Can we not talk about this? This ain't my channel. I have started another channel, guys. It's called Lodonis Ravenwolf. And if you want to talk about these topics, please subscribe to that. I will be working on that channel and being my authentic witchy self over there. There we go. Before Disney Star Wars was a thing, I used to watch EVS do his portfolio clips. Yes. Yeah, me too, actually. Learned from him on YouTube, more than 3 years of art school. Wish he'd do that again. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a shame that Ethan is a narcissist. It's a shame he's a narcissist because he is talented. He is really talented. And I was watching those. I was watching those videos before, like when TFM was just like before it just started up, really. When it was just a bunch of voices who were, talking about Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Ethan, I don't think he might, if he goes back to that, that'd be great. Yeah, I think he should go back to his roots. But at this point, he's so wrapped up in the negative fuel and the cult of personality that he's created. He's so wrapped up in all his flying monkeys and all the junior narcissists and all the drama and all the Comicsgate bullshit and the control and the megalomania that he's never gonna go back to that again. He is a narcissist gone amok. He's run the fuck amok, man. And hail War Campaign for never kneeling. Hail to War Campaign. Hail them forever. I think I'm pretty much. Oh, what's up, Christina? How you doing? Hey guys, much success to all of us in our healing path. Yes, absolutely, Christina. Thank you so much for being here. Not kind of what the stream turned into, but yes. Everybody, heal yourself, push forward, progress, know your worth. Do not let anyone dictate your worth, who you are. You are the sum of what you believe in yourself and your connection to source. Do not let anybody take that away from you. Hail, Christina. Thank you for being here. Sorry if I caught this chat too late. Thank you so much, babe. Let me go back down because I feel like I've lost a lot. Oh, okay. Christina, let's be here. Yeah, exposed. Yes, we are, Christina. That's what we do. That's what the Fandom Menace historian has done, will do, and I've been doing it for years. Please check out my channel, author Stephen Walton. I haven't really done much on there in the last year because I went through narcissistic abuse and lost my shit. But please check out all the shows, the videos, the exposure, the guests. Some of those guests have gone on to create rather successful channels, and I'm very happy for them. So, yeah, man. Thank you, Ben. I'm glad to see that there is a marriage between Dragonstorm and author Stephen Walton. Man, you guys are going off in the chat about this. I'll be honest. I have to tread water a little bit because my channel got struck because Ashley came up my channel. Ashley came up my channel before I knocked her narcissist down. So I have a warning on the channel. So I gotta be careful a little bit. But yeah, I see what you guys are saying in the chat. And respect to Ashley Lynn Storm for standing up for herself, and respect to her. Steve, what's your favorite part of ISOM? I haven't really gotten involved in the ISOM thing. So this is the thing. I'm kind of frozen in time on a few aspects. I haven't gotten into all that because I understand that Eric July has been targeted by a narcissist, by Narcissistic Comicsgate and Ethan Van Sciver. So he has had to deal with the flying monkeys, the smear campaigns, the whisper networks, the attacks. I understand this because I went through that. But because Eric July's success has been so much greater than the narcissist is perpetually injured. I have not read ISOM. I have not looked at it. I wish him all the success. I hope it's great. I hope people that support it love it. And I wish him well. Like I don't even need to read ISOM to tell you that I support Eric July. I support Young Rippa because I understand he is a target of Narcissistic Comicsgate. And Comicsgate is nothing but a bunch of fucking bootlickers sticking their tongues up each other's asses, trying to get the biggest crumb off the table of Ethan Van Sciver. And so I understand. Fuck Comicsgate. I understand what Eric July is going through. And I support him wholeheartedly. Hail to Eric. And dude, make another million, dude. Keep making those narcissists cry. Keep making them cry, brother. Love you. My love to you. You are welcome at Dragonstorm. Yeah, honestly, I've heard the criticisms, and even from my other fellow trans fat brethren, Black Angus. God, the thing about trans fat is that we're all friends, Papa, but we all go in so many different directions. I love Angus. He's going in a direction I'm not going in. We're in the trans fat chat, so I'm sure you have seen what he has said about certain people or how he feels about certain people, but he's still out there playing that game, and more power to him. Play the game, bro. But that's not my part of the game. You know what I mean? My fatties, the fatties that I can fuck with right now are you, Immortal Coil, Snow Dub, Red Gaze, if he ever came back around. Yeah, those are my fatties. I can fuck with them fatties. You know what I mean? Like, no hate to Angus. They're not like a Rookie. I love Rookie. I love them. They're my brothers, but like they're Lethal. I don't hardly ever see Lethal Lightning. I love Lethal, but we don't fuck with. We're just not going in the same direction. We're just not doing the same thing. But what I do love about being the fatty is that we all have that home to come back to. We all started at the same place. So yeah, if you guys know about Eric July, know about ISOM, and you want to hear some criticisms about him, like from a genuine perspective, Black Angus Reviews, very intelligent man. That's very learned. Please check out Black Angus. Throw a chat out for Angus for me, will you? Just will you, Papa? Throw a link out for Angus's channel. And so let's see. Says, I'm just happy with you guys. Yeah, absolutely, man. You're a fatty. You're one of us, man. You're definitely one of us. You are definitely one of us. You've been around just as long. You just weren't in the chat. Like the trans fat chat was a chat that was around before Mary Mayhem's chat. It was around before people like Justin Proper were on the scene. You know what I mean? It was around before anybody knew who Gary Nerdrotic was. Anybody knew who Doomcock was. It's before, you know, world class has always been world class. This gangster shit began. The gangster shit was held down, began at world class bullshitters. But like before any of us, you know, Mecha Random, the Midnight's Edge, you know, like, and, you know, the trans fat chat had always been a chat. We've always been together. Ain't even monetized. You know, so I love those dudes, man. I love it. Yeah, subscribe to Black Angus. He is not in my wheelhouse anymore. But he is still my brother. He's still my brother. Can't fucks with him right now. But this time we're open about it. This time we're open, Papa. It's not like a hidden thing. It's not like, hey, I can't. No, I'm just letting you know, bro. I love you, but I can't fuck with you right now. Justin Proper is nice. Shame he doesn't get much more content. Yeah, well, Justin Proper, like, I really did love Justin. Him and I were close for a while, but then he got in with BPDX. He fell in for all that shit. Him and Kai. Kai tried to get me arrested. You know what I mean? He's a weasel. And then tried to come at me and be like, yo, like, you know, I could be your inside guy. I have the DMs. I won't release them, but I have the DMs. I could be your inside guy, you know, and let you know what they're saying about you. And, you know, I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, Justin is, I think, at his heart, a cool dude. I really do. I just think he gets caught up in the emotional aspects of things. I think he's got these damage like the rest of us, but I think that he falls for the liars. I think he falls for the liars a little bit too much, and so I can't really fuck with him. But yeah, same with Death Star. Yeah. Oh yeah, Papa, you didn't know that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Kai. Yeah. Yeah. He loves the drama. He loves the drama, dude. There's a few other names out there I could throw out, and I really don't give a shit if I do or not, but I'm just not. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he actually was coaching Ashley and saying that he looked up the Florida, when I was in Florida at the time, he looked up the Florida laws for online harassment and sent them to her and tried to get her to have me arrested, to have charges pressed on me while I was defending my name while she was holding smear streams on her channel. Kai's a piece of shit. Kai is a piece of shit. That is a fake dude. Don't ever think any different. Yeah. But I also get it. You know what I mean? Like, people like Ashley's not a horrible person. She just does horrible shit. You know, like, you understand, right? You know, like, she's not a horrible person. She just does horrible shit sometimes, and it's fucking awful. But like, she's a borderline. So, you know, like Trini was saying earlier, sometimes she's real. Sometimes she's real. Like, when she was here the other night, when she came up, I'm not going to say what she was saying, but she was genuinely upset. You know what I mean? She's, you know, this is the chick that says, take your fifis to the shower, and her eyes were wet. You know what I mean? He was being real. But I don't know, like, I can't help somebody with that fucking level of dysfunction. You know, so when people like Justin or Kai or whoever, like, you know, we're talking to her, trying to, like, that's why I don't really like, I don't hate Daytona. I don't hate Apex. I don't hate any of those guys. You know, like, DBS is DBS. I know what the fuck DBS is, but like, I don't hate any of those guys. Like, I get it. And I'm glad that she had somebody there. I don't care if they were talking trash about me. I don't care. But she's not evil. She can just do evil shit. I don't know how to put that. It's crazy to even say. You know. Yeah, you understand. Yeah, you understand. This is what it is. What it is. Oh, it says I get caught up with all the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I should shut it down. Huh? I'm down to 7 people. Maybe I should shut it down. Maybe I should shut up. I've had the most fun streaming today than I've had in a long time, and it's probably the shrooms. But yeah, I love you guys, man. I love all you guys. Oh, shit, what's up? What a day. Just got home from work one day. Okay, Drew, I'm going to get to you in a second, my brother. First, I want to say, I support everyone in the community because I want them to grow in their channels, but it's more likely to burn down mine, though. Okay, that's why you got to concentrate on yourself, dude. Look what I did. I went on my own little island, my own little Dragonstorm island, and look how successful I became. Right? This is what I did. I was under assault, smear campaigns, narcissists coming after me constantly, my name being drugged through the mud. I was also enacting reactive abuse, and I was talking some shit. Okay, and just to clarify, because I don't even mind doing it anymore, I do not think that Ashley Lynn Storm is a narcissistic sociopath. She is not a narcopath. She will tell you herself, I'm pretty sure at this point, she has borderline personality disorder, which makes her act wreck and do some crazy shit. And it was very confusing to me. And men do not fall in love with a borderline, really. And don't shut her out. Like, if she wants to grow, if Gaia Storm wants to grow, and if she genuinely wants to build whatever she's doing, I think she wants to do like yoga workout or workout videos, or like, that's progressive. Like, I mean, that's positive. That's motivational. That's good shit. Like, if she wants to do that, or she wants to go back to tarot or whatever it is, please don't shut her out. Please. Take her at her worth. Take her at whatever action she shows you. Judge for yourself. But if you have ever had any judgments predicated on how I have acted or what I have said in the past, please understand that I was going through a traumatic situation. I was heartbroken. I was also being targeted for narcissistic abuse. I genuinely was, just not the person I thought was who it was. It was crazy. But give her a chance. All right, give her a shot. Give her a chance. She's not an evil person. She just does crazy shit. Sometimes it's evil shit. But don't deny someone opportunities because of something I've said or something I've done or how much you've ever loved or respected me. Take a person at their word and worth. Take a person at the actions that they commit to and who they are. All the past is forgiven for me. And if that weighs on anybody at all, understand the past is forgiven. It's forgiven. It's over. It's done. I'm in a whole other headspace now about all that. And if anyone out there is at any point in time restricting access, talking shit, holding a grudge, not allowing Ashley Lynn Storm to grow or to be in a position to receive opportunities that she should have, please do not. Please do not. For everything that's happened, I still care about that person, and she still cares about me. It's just we're not what I wanted it to be, and she's fucked up. Our crazies do not align. But seriously though, like, I do not want to be what I have hated. I don't want to be a comics gate. I don't want to be a lunch table of people who talk shit on one another and act out on one another and be and deny people opportunities because a person that they don't like or a person that is working with them. Like, that's bullshit. Person should be judged on the merit of their character, what they do, who they are, not what someone else thinks of them. everything's dropped for me. All forgiven. I just want to move forward and grow and progress and be a better person and be a light. Be the light that I enjoy doing this. I enjoy being positive. I enjoy being a positive person and I enjoy bringing people together. That's all I want to do. So, yeah, one last final time. If anything I have said in the past, any action I have taken, any opinion that I have given regarding Gaia Storm is denying her opportunities, please do not allow that to be. That is my fault. I accept responsibility for those. What happened is what happened with us. It's our situation. And yeah, much love. Blessed be. We do not kneel. Own nice shit. And be a better person and all that shit. All right. So, Druid says, stop uglifying women in my games, will you? Absolutely. And you know why they're doing that? Because ugly broads are writing those games. And they want to project their ugly. My ugly is beautiful. No, bitch. You need to go get a pedicure. You need to go to the fucking beauty shop. All right? Look, there's a reason that certain standards exist. You may not ever be Gal Gadot. All right? And that's okay. Be beautiful. Big can be beautiful, right? Like, you know, a 5 can be... A person who is aesthetically a 5 can be a fucking 10 with attitude. One of my favorite women that I follow on Instagram is this big old black chick. This big old black chick. Her not my cup of tea, but her charisma is on fire. Love that woman. She is on fire to live and be beautiful. She is incredible. You know, it's stop ugly people trying to uglify things. That's the problem, Druid. Stop making it gay. Can we stop making things gay? Like, I'm not against being gay. Doing whatever. Do you live your life? But for God's sakes, can we stop gayifying everything? I don't want to say it. Listen, one of my favorite shows of all time is Spartacus. All right, Stars Spartacus. One of my favorites, Andy Whitfield, that first season, the absolute, unequivocal, without a doubt, the greatest season of television ever to be fucking made. And there's gayness going on in that series. There is some gay shit happening. But I love that show. Because you know what? Those queers are killers. Right? I respect it. I respect it. I don't want to see you dog. I don't want to see you playing with another man. But you know what? When you're on the battlefield, I respect it. The acting was just incredible. But the whole series, Spartacus, you know, it's I don't give a shit. But stop gayifying the living hell out of everything. Druid says Doomcock was right. Without respect, we reject. Look at you, Druid. I didn't know you were TFM. Oh, fucking A, man. Fucking hail, brother. Yeah, dude. Without respect, we reject. Absolutely. I have been a member of the Dominion since before his lordship was monetized. I have been a member of his channel, subscribed and paid for, and I will never rescind that. I will always pay, even when Doomcock hates me. Not hates me, but like we've gone back and forth once or twice. Doesn't matter. I love Victor Van Doomcock. Guys, will you please put a link out for Overlord DVD, my brother, in the chat? Yeah. Druid, I didn't know you were TFM. That's great, man. That's fucking great. Let me go back up a little bit because I was talking. What do you say? All my friends on YouTube. He said, all my friends on YouTube hate each other. That's getting to be a normal thing. Listen, dude, that's what Immortal Coil said to me. He was like, all my friends hate one another. Nobody wants to be around each other. I said, it's not my problem that Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective is a fucking house bitch who lives on his wife's dime so she can buy him toys and make videos and talk trash like a fake tough guy online. All right? Like, that's not I can't help that. I'm sorry. He is a mangina. He has spent a year trying to make everybody feel guilty or bad that they have anything to do with me. That is a bitch. That is 100% bitch made shit. He is a bitch. He is the equivalent of the dude out front of my house having a temper tantrum, emotionally uncontrolled, acting like a tough guy 1 second and crying he's a victim the fucking next. I have nothing to do. Tommy's a bitch. I have nothing I can do about that. It is what the fuck it is. But I get it, man. I get it. Listen, I've tried to repair a few. I've tried to repair a few riffs, Papa. I have tried. I really have. Some people just want to be pieces of shit. I think I just dropped a cherry. Fuck. Oh, there it is. Thank God. Like the fucking room on fire. Some people just want to hold grudges, man. You know, I understand it. And be fake. Like, what the fuck? How much energy does it take to be fake and put up and do that shit? To hate on somebody endlessly, right? I just talked about Tom. I haven't talked about Tom in like 6 months because I don't give a shit. I don't care what a narcissist fucking says. And yes, that fucking piece of shit is definitely a narcissist. All right? There's no fucking doubt in my mind. I don't put energy and thought into those people. I don't put energy and thought into talking trash to other people. I don't need to. I just tell it like it is. Imagine the time that it takes to be like that, right? And that's what Coyle was going through. Until finally I just made him get over it. I was like, dude, you've got to get the fuck over it. It's the bit, man, the fuck up. Do the shows with me. Stop caring what other people say. Look at Scott. He hasn't given a shit. He hasn't given a shit. Lost all kinds of opportunities, but he's still out there plugging away. And people respect his strength. You know, like, just do that, man. Do it. Some of us have to maintain some fucking integrity around here. Unbelievable. Would I have just said what I fucking openly said about Gaia if I didn't believe what the fuck I just said? You know what I mean? On this channel of all places. It's not like I went to author Stephen Walton and put that message out. I put it out on Dragonstorm. This channel was built on narcopath this and narcopath that. Keep it the fuck real. You know what I mean? Keep it real, bro. Melanie Mac was kicking ass too. I didn't get into the whole Melanie Mac thing, Druid. She's cute. Oh, she's absolutely cute. I cannot be as attracted as I am to Melanie Mac without her having some type of fucking disorder. She's daddy issues something. Right? And then when she comes out looking that cute, and then she's like, I'm a Christian conservative, crisis king. I'm like, oh, you definitely have issues, baby. You definitely have some issues. You are covering those issues up with Christ. You definitely have issues. You know, like, she is cute as shit. I don't give a fuck about her. My attitude, Papa Cotton's really kind of helped me with this, but my attitude when it comes to female personalities, female online personalities, because I've gone through the Lorenas. I've gone through the fucking Nina Infinities. I've gone through the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? I'm the fakest of the fake. I've already dealt with that. Like, so when it comes to online personalities, with female personalities, like, I wouldn't wipe my ass. I really wouldn't. First off, it's easier for women to grow. All you got to do is fluff your hair, flirt with the chat, look pretty, and you got 1,000 subs. You know what I mean? Like, it's all you need to do. Put a few Instagram posts of you out there smiling and being happy with your fake fucking self, and you've got, you know, I don't care. Like, when it comes to, so understand, Walton is totally misogynist when it comes to other female creators. Totally, 100%. I own it. Don't give a shit about you, broad. The game is already rigged for you to succeed. Already. I understand. I've had to fight for what I had. And that's where I'm coming at it from. You have to earn my respect. You know? So, like, I don't know Melanie Mac. I don't have nothing against Melanie Mac. I think she's cute. Definitely got some issues. I can't be that attracted to a woman unless she's got some issues. Look at my dating history. But you know, like, good for her. Let her succeed. Let her succeed. There's a couple chicks that have come up that I thought are really cool, but I just don't interact with those circles anymore. All right. And it is what it is. You know what the coolest things, Druid? They understand, if I may puff my ego out just for a minute. one of the coolest things for me to understand is even though I don't operate in the Geeks and Gamers circle, Nerdrotic, Friday Night Tights, Comics division, you know, Dick's division, Midnight's Edge, World Class, Hail the High Council, even though I don't operate in those circles anymore, the legend of Walton is such that I am still talked about. The legend of Walton is that fucking Quarter Black Garrett, of all people, saw me at Geeks and Gamers reunion, a Geeks and Gamers meetup, and went, "Oh, hey, Walton." Quarter Black Garrett, of all people. I don't know Quarter Black. I am not on Quarter Black Garrett's level. You know what I mean? Came from Flounder with Crowder. I'm not on that level. But he knew who I was. Your influence grows like a weed, y'all. And if you are an unforgettable personality, you will be unforgettable. No matter what you do, keep pushing, keep plugging. And I mean that, I did take that in an egotistical way, but let me put that in a positive spin. Because if you are a person who is authentic, who pushes forward as a positive mindset, puts out positive messaging, I mean, people will remember that. People will remember who you are. And that little bit, that little segment of your life, of something that you've said, of some inspiration that you've given, some will that person, some extra push that person needed to live, to be a better person, to keep going, will mean the world to them in that moment. Could have been something you just said passing by. Could have been a passing thought. But if someone really needs to hear that, that could be the difference between them making it or breaking. That could be the difference between them seeing another day. I mean, I'm not taking that to the extreme, but the difference between them pushing forward. You should always shine bright, be authentic. I've gone through a lot of emotions in this one stream, and I get it, ups and downs here. But I've been honest and authentic. And the most that I can hope for is that something positive or something, whether it was a high vibration or low vibration, something that I have said, some will be taken by another person and help them to progress in their life. I may not travel in Geeks and Gamers circle. You may not see me. I ain't been on Friday Night Tights in years. I ain't been on Midnight's Edge in years. I ain't been on the High Council in years. But if you mention Steve Walton, they know who I am. Because right, wrong, indifferent, indignant, acting crazy, being broken, being shut out, being shut down, having to fight through smear campaigns, having to fight through narcissists, having to come back from trauma, having to fight for my fucking life, having to build a goddamn nearly 10,000 sub channel on my own, away from all of my support system. Goddamn right, you better know who I am. I'm proud of that. My dick has something that another man's may not. Balls underneath it. They're loud. Oh my God, I think I'm going to start drinking. Melanie Mac, yeah, Melanie Mac. I didn't mean to do all that with Melanie Mac's name up there, by the way. But yeah, it just made me think, because like I saw Melanie Mac come through a year ago, like when she first started kind of taking off and everything. I was like, yeah, she's cute. Look at those eyes. I was like, Drew, and I was like, look at those eyes. Oh my God, she's got to be a borderline. There's issues. There's daddy issues there. There's something I need those eyes. And I knew right then. I had to cut her off. I had to stop looking. I knew right then, Druid. He said, I can't. Well, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I understand. I understand, Papa. Oh, we already covered that. Jesus, people are going to come through and go, what? Is this narcissistic abuse awareness? What's going on right now? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm being full Walton. I apologize. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here and being my support system. If you could please hit the like or dislike, I would greatly appreciate it. If you would share out the stream, that'd be wonderful. If you are seeing this later, please comment. You can even tell me how crazy I am. Thank you to everybody who has been here to help me get to this point. This happiness that I have, this authenticity that I have right now, the strength of character, the happiness that I feel at this moment is because of you. Whether you just became a member or a subscriber of Dragonstorm, or you've been here the whole time. Whether you've been, and even if you're a hater lurking, it's because of all of you and all the pressure that I went through and all the support that I needed and all the times I needed to cry and whine and all the things I had to walk back because I didn't know I was bullshitting myself. Everything. It's because of you that I've gotten to where I am. I am author Stephen Walton, the fandom menace fucking historian, born in the chats. And I love y'all. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, make no mistake, Papa, I can't watch. Look, and I don't watch, listen, I love Gary. I love Jeremy. I don't watch those channels that much anymore. I do watch Gary. I Nerdrotic, Doomcock, Comics Division, Midnight's Edge. I watch those channels. I still watch things from those channels. Yes, I do. Absolutely. I would watch stuff from ETEP and those guys, but they still hang out with people that fucking hate me. So I don't want to watch that. I don't have any desire. When you get rid of the toxic femboys, they hit me up. But yeah, I actually, I love G&G. I do love G&G. I just don't watch it because they're good. They're good without me. They don't need me no more. He says, right, it's pretty cool people on YouTube that I can't stomach their content. Yeah, there's people out there that are cool that are doing the game. You know what I mean? Hail the fucking Jay, Drunk 3PO. He's working his magic. He's working his thing. And I have to say that I wish I hadn't got caught up with Ashley because I would have probably taken off alongside Jay, to be honest. If I didn't let my dick lead, Gary, I wish I knew about him. From Gary, let me tell you something about Gary Beekler. All right, Gary Beekler is as fucking real as it gets. Okay, I don't have the friendship. I didn't develop the friendship I did with Gary that I have with Scotty, with Sporking. With Sporking and I were that's my homie. That's my boy. That's my life mate. Gary's been there too, man, the whole time. Gary Beekler he's authentic, dude. He's also a burnout. He's also a burnout. You gotta understand that. He loses track. He has people around him like handlers. I love you, Gary. But it's the truth. You got people around you like handlers. Thank God for Mrs. Nerdrotic. You gotta understand, you gotta keep Gary focused. Right? Gary's a great guy. If you get Gary in the same room, if you sit down and have a conversation with that guy, he is the most genuine fucking dude. He's punk rock. Gary Beekler is punk fucking rock, dude. He is as genuine as it gets. Been through the system, been to jail and back, rebuilt his life, was an addict, came out of addiction, built a fucking channel. Gary, dude, I love Gary Beekler. Thank God he's in my book. Him and DJ Odyssey, guys, if you're interested in hearing about Doctor Who, will be presented, Gary Nerdrotic and DJ Odyssey in the Doctor Who chapter of the Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion, which will be out this year at some time. Can't say when. Just love that dude. Love that. If you're going to support, this is why Gary's at 1 million subs, man. Gary's at 1 million subs because he is a shining example of overcoming things in your life. Troubled childhood, jail, drug addiction, everything that man overcame. I love Gary. Thank God for Gary. Right? We don't talk all the time, but man, when we do, it is like talking to an old fucking friend. Same thing with Scotty. With when I get a chance to talk to Scotty, it's talking to my old friend. I really wish that Gary and Doomcock had not had a falling out. I really wish they hadn't had that falling out because I love that combo. You know, I love DC. Hail DC all day long. Hail Lord Doomcock all day long here. All right. But you got to massage his ego. Doomcock's got an ego. He's got a worthy ego. And he does. He is absolutely validated in stroking his ego. Absolutely. Right? He's talented, passionate, good man at his heart. And I wish that those two had not fallen out, man. I wish they hadn't. The egos, man. And without respect, we reject, man. Doomcock was right. Absolutely, dude. No, I'm not going to be friends with a narcissist. Tommy set up a smear campaign. Tommy set up networks to have my friends turned against me. He copywrote what I built and tried to steal what I built. He then purposefully acted as though he was still my friend while he was doing this behind the scenes, while talking trash, while telling lies, while devaluing me, while stealing my property. And then was getting off at the fact that I didn't want to lose my friend while I was losing my shit and I was suicidal. Tommy is a complete piece of shit, CJ. Complete narcissistic, awful piece of shit. He does nothing but sit at home, play with guinea pigs, lets his wife work and do everything so she can buy him toys so he can go online and do videos about his toys. He's worthless. He's not a man. He doesn't even hold down a job. Never again. Now, never again. He's not a good person. Y'all need to wake up. I miss the tree memes. There's been a few tree memes. Did you see freaking, did you see my Twitter a few days ago? God, I lost subs. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go dark. I lost a few followers. Listen, don't bring up Tommy again, please. Jesus. Hate is like drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die. Exactly, which is why I don't think about certain people, and why I don't even talk about them, and why I don't, and their name's brought up, I should just look over it. But that is exactly it. Absolutely. 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 Let's see. Okay, let's go down to here. The people are cool. Those the focus and the content just make mind-numbing now. If I hear one more conversation about Disney's weekend earnings, I'll have to eat hot bullets. Then just don't. Oh my God, I'm over 3 hours. I'm down to 3 people watching, and I'm over 3 hours. I need to stop. Yeah, I hear that, man. I do get that. I get that, man. It's, you know what? I think it's time to shut her down. You think it's time to shut her down? For everybody that stayed this long, God help you and thank you. I had a great time talking today. Yeah, Dragonstorm Overtime. I didn't expect this, and it was fun, and I'm going to shut her down, and maybe I'll start a stream up over on Author Stephen Walden where we talk about this shit. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking, maybe, should I do that? Do you guys think I should just, like, take a 10-minute break, go grab something to eat, come back, and then, like, go on live on Author Stephen Walden, and we can talk about all this over there? Because a lot of the last hour of everything I've talked about has not been Dragonstorm content. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Tell me. You want me to keep going live? I'll go keep going live over on my other channel. I'll give you a minute. I am actually still here. Hi. Really? You think? Because, like, Author Stephen Walt needs to be monetized anymore. We can just talk about anything over there. Like, I don't even care. You know, it's already been targeted by the progressives. Have you ever thought about talking conspiracy theories? Yes, actually. Mortal Coil and I do it every week on his channel. And I was thinking, why am I yawning? Is that a mushroom thing? Have thought about that. Also going to do... yo, you're still here. What's up, dude? Hi, Squirrel. What's going on? Good to see you. Why not? I'm not busy. Okay, let's info hat I'll play. Okay, listen. Can someone put a link out to author Stephen Walton in the chat for me real quick? And I'm going to go get a drink and I probably grab something to eat and start a stream over there, and we can just keep talking there. Sounds good. Maybe I'll eat a few more caps. We'll go where it goes. All right. Well, wait a second. I know it's a little bit of a delay. But no, someone could or find my channel. Can anybody still find my channel? Because they still find my original channel. God. There it is. Thank you, CJ. All right. Yes. Anybody that's still watching or watching this in the future, if you would like to subscribe to my first channel, we're going to go over there where I can just be nonsensical there, because there's no sense in doing it here, and I've been doing it here for 2 hours, and this isn't really the place for it. So, all right. Thank you so much, CJ. Guys, thank you. It's been fun. I'll just leave this up. Anybody who watches this whole thing through for 3 hours, God's bless you. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you so much to everybody for being here. Thank you for everybody's. I'm all right. Let's play like the for real outro, and then I'm gonna go live on my other channel. So, what should I play? And please remember to wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Peace. Very important.